Okay, so I've started
Yeah.
the recorder.
Okay. Oh, there he is.
Yay. All right, we are here. We have a quorum. So, for everybody's here, hey, everybody's here. We left off when you all ported out of saving Victor from the clutches of an intellect devourer and a mind flayer, and ported back to Troll Skull Manor, so y'all could take a long rest.
Oh, good. Will that get rid of the exhaustion?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And I would have ported out, taking the Mind Flayer's body with me, provide some proof to Vajra.
Okay. And I assume that while everybody is resting and doing all that kind of stuff, you turn in the Vajra quest?
First, I'm going to ask Victor if he knows if there are any other Mind Flayers, if it seemed like he was the only one, or if he knew anything about that, just to make sure that this is the only one.
From what I can tell and from what I saw, I didn't see much. I kind of woke up where I was, but yeah, that was the only one that I saw, him and his little pet.
All right. Then I will turn in the Vajra request, but I will tell her that if there are, that I'm not certain there are no more Mind Flayers, but if she hears any more rumors, let me know and I'll continue looking into it.
Okay, so from what she gives you, 2 renown in the Grey Hands, Force Grey. So you now, everybody who you tell was with you, whoever you tell her was with you.
I'll tell him everybody.
Gets 2 renown points for 4 renown points for Force Grey. Actually, that's going to make it 4 more because there was a. Anyways, that's going to serve another mission that she had in mind that it's going to resolve that issue for her as well. So you guys will gain 4 points.
So I got that on there.
4 points of renown for Force Grey.
Nice. Okay. I guess, well, anyway, never mind.
Okay. No, go ahead, please.
It was going to be 2 days. She was going to have the information on a demonologist, but I think we're only 1 day out, so.
Yeah.
Or devilologist, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, an expert on demonology and whatever.
Okay.
Out of character, currently playing Skyworld from 2 Steps of Hell. Or from 2 Steps from Hell.
Okay. You also received an invitation from the Castle Lanters. They seem to want to talk to you urgently about a matter of family security.
Who received the invitation? Just the group?
It was delivered to the tavern, to Troll Skull Tavern, and attention to the adventure Influx. So, all of you.
And did we get XP for the last session? I don't remember.
I don't know if I gave you that.
Nope. You didn't.
Okay.
We can roll it into today's XP. We don't have to do
Yeah, that's fine.
Do it.
I don't think it's going to make a difference, so.
Anyways, you also know about the notes that you gathered from the Scarlet Marpenoff. Jarlaxle's notes spoke about the stone and its eyes, and learned from that that Xanathar has one of the eyes, and the other one is probably in the hands of the Manchunium Zentarum.
Oh,
I mean, who are the Manchun again?
The Zentarum was starting to split into 2 factors.
The Zentarum, the one we haven't dealt with yet.
Yeah, well, Lao has had control of many of the Zentarum after their current leader was arrested and imprisoned.
They are my X-Men. I'm sorry, my firemen.
Okay.
The other faction of Zentarum, they've been splitting for a while now. There's an old wizard called Manchun who started up the actual Zentarum mercenary force. And through the ages, different clones of his has shown up and claimed to be the original Manchun and trying to take over the entire force of the Zentarum. Now, another clone has shown himself up and has recruited many of the current Zentarum. So the Zentarum were in the midst of a factional split, where some have been following Manchun and the rest were following Davil Starsong. But Davil Starsong has been arrested and imprisoned and scheduled to be hanged.
Okay.
Discussing all this.
I guess I will.
Where's all
Tell
the
the group.
going on while we're discussing this? Where are we at?
You're all in the Troll Skull Tavern. Troll Skull Inn.
Well, okay. I just wanted to. Are we like in the tavern, or are we upstairs in one of the rooms?
That's up
I need
you.
to know. I need to know whether or not I'm feeling claustrophobic.
That's up to you all. Where do you
You
want to
picked up a condition, huh?
I would say we're out of prying eyes. If we're going to have a conversation about the eyes and stuff, we wouldn't want to have that conversation and where somebody could just walk in and hear it.
Probably
I
not.
agree.
The basement.
Sure, the basement.
Okay, when you get down to the basement, let me take a look at your passive perceptions. What's your passive perceptions right now? I haven't seen them since the new level up.
18.
18.
Like
14.
12. Maybe 9. I don't know. It's terrible.
Okay, for those who have 16 or higher, you automatically notice there's something different about the basement. There is
Oh, shit.
there is a wall
I guess like
that has a hanging on it, like a tapestry on it, that wasn't there before.
Hmm.
I'm gonna cast light on the shield.
Huh?
I'm gonna cast light on my shield.
Okay. The room lights up.
My eyes start darting around, back and forth, looking around. What was that? What was that? I saw some
Lights.
What's this ugly cloth thing on the wall?
Ugly cloth thing. Actually looks pretty cool. There's what looks like a guy in a winged helmet holding a glowing hammer, smashing it down on the head of what looks like an aboleth.
Yeah, but I'm a lizard. It's all ugly.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It
got
doesn't
both.
serve a
Around
purpose.
it's all knotworks and dragons and everything like that, and it looks pretty cool. However, it was left. You recognize it. Dorian used to talk about it. Tapestry.
Do I happen to recognize it?
No, you do not.
He has not seen this here before. He does not. He does and does not like this at the same time.
I pull out a torch and light a torch. Start looking around.
Okay.
I jump when I see Keldora's spider. I go, oh, get that thing away from me!
It's crawling all over the place.
Yeah, a little Ozzy's crawling all over the place. Or I should say, big Ozzy.
How did you get the snack to follow you?
It's a familiar.
Look very confused.
He gets those. Wait, hold on. She gets those.
Okay,
It's a snack.
is anybody gonna look at it, or what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna continue with your conversation?
Yeah, we should continue the conversation.
Yeah, I really don't care about it.
So just so I'm clear, Xanathar and that Illithid both had a stone, or both had an eye?
That's what Jarlaxle's notes from the Scarlet Marvinoth claimed.
Okay. I didn't realize the Xanathars had two of the eyes. I thought they just had one. Okay.
No, they didn't.
Oh, so the notes are wrong.
No. The notes aren't wrong. You recovered the eye from the Xanathar.
Right. Okay.
Now we just need the one from the Zentarum. And that's the last one, right?
No. you
Yeah,
need one
no,
more.
no.
All right, and then there's one with the Castle Lancers. Castle Lancers.
Castle Lancers had one, the
You
Xanathars
believe
had
that the
one.
Castle Lancers may have one.
You cut out there.
You do believe that the Castle Lancers may have one. In fact, from the Growlhoun's notes that you recovered, they believe that the Castle Lancers have one.
Okay.
One ring to rule them all.
Well, I mean, the Castle Lancers, Lancers or Lanters?
Lanters.
Lanters. Okay, the Castle Lancers have reached out to us. Apparently they want to discuss something with us. But we do know that they are involved with the cult of Asmodeus, and since they have killed one of our own, I'm really leery of it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to just walk in blindly to a noble's estate. That got us in a lot of trouble last time with the Growlhounds. I think we need to be a bit more cautious this time.
Well, last time we didn't waltz in, we snuck in.
Right.
No, that didn't get us in trouble at all.
In
That was
with a-
fine.
With a Zentarum raid is what you did.
Yeah, that was totally fine.
Yeah,
Worked out great. I took over the.
this time we're actually being invited.
Yeah, this time you were being invited. And they said it's a matter of family security.
Well, we could fly some recon over there. I think me and the other druid now have the ability to do flying wild shape.
That's flying. And I can talk to, our noble buddy. What's his name?
Rainier?
Yeah, Rainier. We can talk to Rainier and see if he's heard anything about this. And I can also talk to Vajra, see if she can provide us a way to escape quickly if, things go bad.
Are you taking?
Although I'm not entirely sure I trust her because,
What are you doing with your lodestone?
say what?
What are you doing with your lodestone?
Lodestone right now is in the inn.
Okay. Well, you already have a way to escape quickly.
Yeah, as long as there's no anti-magic, but
And as long as we're all together.
Yeah. Anyway, point is, I don't know how much I trust Vajra, given that this is a plutocracy, and we have to assume that any official is in the pockets of the nobles. So maybe I'll talk to Rainier and see if he can tell us anything. Glau, maybe you can see if your people have heard anything on the streets.
You got it.
As far as our dealings with nobles as well, we can't count on any help from the guards or from those in authority. Because when it comes, if it comes down to it, if it's a noble's word against our word, the city's going to side with the nobles regardless. So we're going to have to be prepared for that.
So would we be better off leaving the nobles for last and dealing with the Zentarum and then going after the nobles as our last action, so we can leave if we need to right afterwards? You don't have to go and look for the other thing after we're done?
I'm not terribly concerned about that. I think if we end up, as long as we're able to expose the fact that they are cultists, we should be fine.
Yeah, but if we also got... Sorry?
Make an insight check.
18.
What is that? 18 plus 26.
Okay, so you, well, Cody and Toulouse, you, Lexi and Toulouse, you get the feeling that even if you did expose them as cultists, this is not an unknown factor to the upper echelons of the government. And you realize that the Castellanters are an incredibly powerful family. So they hold a major sway over the government.
That's not good.
So if we take out the Zentarum, we'll have a reputation for having taken out 2 of the major gangs in the city, which got to be work in our favor somewhat.
Well,
You
the thing
also might understand, well, if you're talking to Rainier, have you invited him into your conversation?
We're still just talking.
Who's Rainier?
The noble that we saved.
Oh, okay. That's right. I keep forgetting he's part of our group.
Anyway, I do remember once when I scryed on the Castellanters, they have agents in the Zentarum. So it's very likely that, given what Glau has told us about this Manchun clone, they may actually be contacting us to help with the Zentarum.
Yeah. Or they work with the Zentarum and we can expose
trying
that.
to get to us.
Yeah. Or like if we can expose that they work with the Zentarum and we manage to take down the gang, we might be able to take them down in the process.
The Zentarum is more than a gang.
Yeah, they are much more than a gang. They are one of the huge organizations across Faerun. It's of mercenaries. They're like the mob.
There's probably as many nobles in the Zentarum as there are in the Cult of Asmodeus.
Nope.
Sounds like we need to just burn the city down, Glau.
I'm in. Count me in. 100%. Let's do it.
For the greater good, he is in this.
Yeah, but this wouldn't be for the greater good for all the people in the town.
Who cares about the people?
Right.
Can I ritual cast augury?
And yeah,
I wanna ask, or I wanna know if going after the Manchuns, if that's a better course of action.
So is that the question you're asking when you do your augury?
Yeah, that's the course of action. Is it better to go after the Manchun first, or the? Oh yeah, I'll just ask that. Is it better
You
to
have
go
to
after the
ask
Manchun
like a
first?
yes/no question. So
Yeah, I mean it's technically not a question. It's a course of action that we're going to take. So, going after the Manchuns first. What kind of a result can we expect from that?
Isael is going to try to pray to his goddess to see what he should do in this situation.
Let's do Victor's first. So if you're asking to go after the Manshoons first?
Yes.
Okay. Weal and woe is the results that you get.
Okay. Helm is unclear on the matter. There's both good
So if you guys
and bad. We're going after the Manshoons first.
And if you like Tetris, you should buy the game. It is a fun experience. Trust me.
All right, well, here's what I propose. We've been invited to meet with them. We send one representative, and I can maintain a scry on them.
I can turn into something right in their pockets.
If you want, we can even send the representative with my lodestone, and we can be there to help in a moment's notice, but we wouldn't have a way out at that point, unless I can get a second lodestone.
Isael is going
to have one made by a runes or a soulsmith. And right now all the soulsmiths have left with Dorian.
We knew of another one.
Yeah, it belongs to the soulsmiths. So I've never tried to use it, but in theory I could teleport us to the Bellicanon?
Yep, the Soul Forge. You could
Isael-
teleport yourself to the Soul Forge, or you could teleport yourself to where the soulsmiths are. But you don't know where they are right now.
Yep. So I could always see if I could get them to make me another lodestone. See what that would cost us.
Isael is going to pray to his goddess for advice on this matter.
Okay. What are you saying to your goddess?
He's going to ask whether they should proceed with a full-out assault or if there is greater good served by going a more diplomatic route.
You get no result.
Damn.
Alright, then how about we, for right now...
That past is unclear on this matter.
Alright, then I think what we should do is gather more information. I'll talk to Rainier. Glal, you can talk to your people. I'll see if I can reach out to the Bellicanon and get another lodestone. Anyone else? Or does that seem like a good idea to everyone? We'll just gather some more information and come back and discuss it more.
Yep. I think that's a good idea.
I think we need that.
I'm not going out by myself.
Well, there is one soulsmith in town that you do know of.
Yeah. I'll try the Bellicanon first.
What, you don't want to talk to Ferrer?
It's almost like you're afraid of him for some reason.
Actually, I do want to talk to Ferrer. I want to make sure Ned's okay.
Well, you can do that.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and, unless anyone has anything else to discuss, I'm going to head out and see Rainier.
Okay. Well, he's actually become a regular at the tavern, so he's downstairs when you get to him. Or upstairs.
Upstairs.
Since you're in the basement.
Great, I'll just walk up to him and offer him a free drink. Just as a buddy.
Ads, I hate them.
Well, hello. Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you for the drink.
Yeah, of course. So I ended up being contacted by the Castle Lancers, or the group has. They apparently want to meet with us.
Well, that's a bad business. Word's on the street that they are into some pretty bad stuff.
Yes, I am very aware. We have the corpse of some of their activities downstairs, in fact.
You sure it was them? It's not like them to leave evidence.
I saw him do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised too, but I take out the runic dagger and show it to him. It says, they used this, took her soul and gave it to Asmodeus.
Wow. Asmodeus, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful item you got there. Can you prove that it was tied to the castle entrance?
No, I don't have any evidence as of yet. I know that when I don't have any evidence.
It's a pity.
But if I could tie it to them, what would that do?
We could take it to the Council of Lords and maybe get them thrown out. Maybe even imprisoned. Who knows?
I will have to keep that in mind. So do you know anything going on with the Castle Lanterns? They say that there's some family issues going on that they want to discuss with us.
Not that I've heard, but I can see if anybody else in our network knows.
I would appreciate that, but keep your head down.
Will do. You too. Be very careful with any interactions with them.
All right, I will do that. Enjoy the night. Excuse myself. So I'll go ahead and let's see, what am I going to do? I am going to go upstairs and see if I can activate that teleportation to get me to the Soul Forge.
Okay. You port yourself there, but there is only the forge. There's nobody there at the forge. Roll a perception check.
Like 6.
Okay. It looks like all of the tools and everything are gone as well. There doesn't appear to be anything showing what happened there, except for there seems to be the racks and stuff that were on the walls are torn down. So it's kind of obvious that something happened here, but you're not quite sure what.
Let's see, there was a second lodestone I had it tuned to, I believe, the Belliconin, the one that was on the possession of the Belliconin.
Yep.
Can I get there?
Okay, so you port yourself there. You can only do this 3 times, remember.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, it takes a while to recharge. It's going to be 3 times a day, and you can recharge 1 to 6 on a D6, 1 to 3, 1 and 2, 2, 3. 1 and 2 will only recharge 1, 2 and 3 will recharge 2, 5 and 6 will recharge 3.
This is a reminder.
Computer,
Take your
stop.
So you port yourself to where the Belliconin are, and you find them in a tunnel. They seem very surprised to see you, and everybody pulls their weapons on you.
All right, and I'll just put my sword back and easy now. I'm a friend.
And after a second, Dorian says, "Put your weapons down. He's a friend. He is a friend. What can I do for you? Salut, was it?"
Well, yes. Good to see you, Dorian. How are things?
We are getting by.
Well, I was just at the Soul Forge and noticed that Looked like you guys had abandoned it.
Yes, the swordsmiths were attacked there.
Really?
Yes, the Zargroon found us. So we have been on the run ever since. For some reason, it looks like they've been banding together with Garon's army. And they're both allied to find us and exterminate us if possible.
Didn't you have a stronghold somewhere that was safe?
Yes, to the south. We don't dare go back there and have all of our people and their lives shattered from this idiotic crusade of Garon's.
Makes sense. I've actually come to ask a favor.
What can I do for you?
We're investigating some things going on in Waterdeep, and I have need of a second lodestone.
I'm afraid we're not in a position to create any more lodestones. The only one we have is with our soulsmiths there. And we use it for sortie parties.
I understand.
I really wish we could help you.
Oh,
I need light, please.
It's fine. I completely understand. You've got enough problems of your own to deal with. We'll make do.
Is there anything else I can do for you in the meantime?
No, I'm doing fine.
Good luck.
How about you? How about you? Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, we seem to be in need of securing passage across the Great Waters. Not that I want to do this, but there seems to be no other choice. If you know of a ship that can take us across the seas, there are 500 of us.
Well, let's see. I do have use of a submarine. I don't think it would hold 500.
Well, no one ship is going to be able to take us. It would probably be a fleet.
Right. Other than that, I do believe that an ally of mine in Waterdeep has impounded the ships that were used by the Brigand Earth.
Interesting. That might help.
Perhaps we can gain use of those. I'm sure they're doing the city no good. Sitting in the impounds, a little coin might go, or might be all that it takes to get them free.
That we can do. We have certainly run across enough veins of gems and things in our time. And
I will No, go ahead.
he gestures to one of the other guys and starts speaking to him in Dwarven. You speak Dwarven?
No.
Huh?
No.
Okay. And after a few minutes, the guy hands him over a what looks like a small little box. And Dorian takes it and he hands it to you. He said, "This should be enough to buy whatever ships they have in impound."
Okay. I will. Just getting home is going to use up the last of my teleport for today, but I'll try and get back to you in a day or two.
Looking forward to hear from you.
Uh,
You open the
I
box.
will. Yeah, I'll open the box, just kind of casually.
When you open it up, it looks dark. So you don't see anything in it. I mean, it's just like black inside.
What is this, Dorian?
It's a dimensional space. You reach in and ask it what you want. In there are starved gems, diamonds, rubies, some sapphires. Should be enough to buy all the ships in impound.
All right, how much value are we talking about here?
Probably about 1,000,000 gold pieces, maybe.
Just to make sure I don't overpay.
Pocket change.
1,000,000 gold pieces would buy a lot of ships.
He's looking to buy
All
a
right.
lot of ships. He's got 500 people to transport.
Yeah, I'll try to make sure there's enough money left over to buy supplies.
Thank you.
Uh,
Our lives are in
I'll,
your hands.
Go ahead.
He said, our lives are in your hands.
I will excuse myself and teleport back to the inn.
Okay. So you teleport back to the inn.
Yep.
You teleport. Well, the lodestone. Where do you keep it in the inn? In your.
It would be upstairs. Downstairs is actually it's in the main area, isn't it? So I basically appear in kind of the main area.
Okay. So if
Because
you
downstairs
stop
is warded
drinking
from
and we don't
teleport.
Look at you and then start drinking again and like start talking about you.
And for my next trick, I will disappear and I walk out of the room. Yeah, let's let someone else play for a little bit. I've taken up enough time.
Okay.
Doing good. All right, let's go see how the fire minions are doing.
Okay. So are you gonna call like a general assembly or something?
No, we'll just check in with the leaders.
Okay. So you go and talk to Yagra.
Yep, she's a good girl.
Yep, she's kind of the
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Does number 3 you want to drag along with me? You probably should. He's an idiot.
Number 3.
that's
Yeah, come on.
Victor.
We'll go together. It'll be fine.
Don't leave me alone. I'll come with you.
All right. I drag number 3 with me.
Yeah, I'll come too. You guys need somebody to make sure you don't get in trouble.
Do you want to become a fire minion?
Sure.
All right. More burning. Yes.
So
Hand you a bottle of water. Wait, am I part of this group too? Wow. Do you want to become a fire minion? It doesn't work well with the guard.
Okay. I'll probably sit this one out then.
I mean, you're welcome to join. We definitely need some guards to bribe.
No, I definitely shouldn't be there for that then.
You can come with me to talk to Manager later.
So rarely, it's like,
It'd be
I
nice
know
to
you're
have
up to
this
no
like
good.
connected with the guards.
We're not up to no good. We're just up to no evil.
Okay, so
Little chaos never hurt anybody.
you get back to where Yagra had her headquarters with Doggle, and she's looking over papers and things, and she's like, "Wow, I thought you were going to do all this paperwork for me."
No, I hired someone to do that.
They left.
We need to hire them again. Pay
They're
them more
not
money.
coming back. In fact,
Who do we need to hire to pay them more money?
I can't get anybody to come in here. We've lost at least 20 people since last time.
They flunked out of the fire minions, huh?
Well, what can you say? You're not making them much money.
We are running a full intimidation and scamming thing where we burn anyone who does not join. Very sneakily.
Somebody has been protecting them.
We
And
sneakily
they've
need to
been
burn the crap out of
recruiting
them.
our people away from us.
Do we know who that is?
Yes, the other Zentarans.
Oh, we need to go kill them. Didn't we just wipe out a bunch of them? All
Xanatharans, yeah.
right, so we did it good. Now we need to go wipe out the bad guys because the bad Z-men, we were making our priority because they betrayed.
Yeah. They've been recruiting all our people away from us. I mean, we've got very few people left, maybe 10, 15 people.
I charisma and intimidated the hell out of them. They ran away.
Well, charisma only goes so far. Money talks.
We should have made a ton of money intimidating people and threatening to burn them and things.
Well, you're not personally going out there and doing it.
Oh, we're going to go fix that. We're going to go burn the hell out of everything. Let's go do it.
Number two,
Yo,
sounds to me like if you can't afford to pay your minions or to better pay your minions, maybe they'd respond better to a display of power.
sure. Let's go burn the Z-Men.
Okay.
Where are some of the betrayers and the Z-Men?
From the notes that you have gotten in the past, Jarlaxle's notes seem to point to Kolat Towers.
Okay. Let's go there.
We should probably
does that
get the
correspond
rest of
with
the
our-
group.
This is nothing to do with the group. This is the Z-Men in town.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good idea to just go charging down the front door of this group, though.
We would not charge. We would do it very sneakily. This is how the firemen work.
Oh,
We are super sneaky.
so should I take off my half plate then?
Yeah, absolutely. You need to be quiet and sneaky and go in the shadows and start.
But then
No
I
fireballs, lots of bonfire.
but I won't be very well protected if I take my armor off.
That's right. If they don't see you, you don't need to be protected. If you're talking illegal, we can't hear you.
No, I'm not talking yet.
All right, I just see lighting up, so.
That's because there's lots of noise in the background here. We got the ACs running.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, we don't want to get caught by the town guard. It might be hard to explain.
Air conditioning in Alaska? Impossible.
I've been in jail once before and it wasn't pleasant. I'd prefer to not repeat that experience.
We won't go in jail if we do it correct. All right, back on topic. We need to take out some Z-Men because they have something.
You cut out there.
Don't we need to take out some Z-Men because they have things we need?
Was it the Zeman that had them?
Yes, those Manchun Zentarium had one of the eyes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you, minion number 5, know anything about the eyeball we're looking for? What happened to be at those towers where all our minions are defective?
Lex, have we taken a closer look at that stone tablet since we put the eye on it by chance?
I don't remember. I think Lee and I did some talking about it, but yeah, what do you want to know?
I'm just curious if putting the eyes back on it, if it makes it do anything. Like, does anything change now that an eye's been added to the tablet?
Ooh, we have not checked that.
Does anything about the tablet itself change now that there's an eye on it?
Can we trust this person we're with, Claw?
Yeah, she's very trustworthy.
Can we do an inside check?
Who has the stone on them?
I do.
Lex has the stone with him.
So are you going to take it out and look at it?
I wanted to do an inside check to see if I decided if I trust this person.
Roll an insight.
31.
20.
6.
She seems, at the moment, she seems
Sorry, 2.
frustrated.
I was wrong.
And possibly looking like she's not as loyal as she used to be.
Well, I think you need to pay this person more money.
We have monies. Pay them monies.
How much are you going to pay her?
How much monies do we have?
In the treasury, you're asking her?
Yes, that and personal. Well, I don't know what my personal is, but in the treasury.
30 gold.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and deposit. How much gold did I get from the last one? It's not written down.
Got like 2,000 gold in the last one.
Yeah, we'll throw 2,000 gold in the treasury.
She looks a little bit more loyal.
She doesn't get 2,000 gold, mind you. She just gets her normal pay, plus there's 2,000.
She will lock it in the safe.
Well, I think the fewer people that know about this, the better. We should probably take a look at this somewhere where she's not around.
Fine.
So we could,
You're the boss, but that's just my opinion.
All right, we could?
let's say we could go back to the mansion and check out what we want to check out, and then go burn our stuff and do what we want.
I mean, we wanted to go collect the third eyeball, which I assume is at those towers, because that's where all the fire, or the Z-men are.
Yeah.
Hey, if we did that, we might even be able to get Galendius to join us on it.
Sure, we probably could. I mean, that's good.
Yeah. Gotta slowly corrupt him.
And break his vows.
How do you feel about being an oath breaker?
I don't think I'm going to go down that path.
You should. It's good for you.
You could be a blackguard too. Like those two that you came up against. That almost took out your party.
Okay, so what are we doing? Following our intrepid leader.
The fire minion?
Yeah, you.
Well, we found all the information we needed from the Z-men. We reinforced their money, and is there anything else we need to do with the Z-men to keep, I'm sorry, the fire minions, to keep them interested in remaining as loyal?
Are you asking Yagra?
I'm asking number 3 and number 6. Number 5 can be involved
I would
also.
say his number keep getting higher and higher each time? I think he was number 5 last time, wasn't he?
Number 5 is the lady, the one that is the actual.
Yagra.
There is no number 4 currently.
Well, speaking as a man of faith myself, I think that if you could inspire a sense of awe and maybe divine in your followers, I think they'd be more inclined to stay with you.
Yeah, we can totally do that. I had done a charisma check previously where I rolled a 17 plus, so 25.
Well, what you probably have to do is call a general assembly and talk to them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then. Straighten these people out. Let them know that the fire minions are going strong and about to kick some Z-men.
Okay, so Yagra says she can have probably everybody assembled by 8 o'clock that night.
Assemble.
Alright, she'll send out the word.
What do we want to do in the meantime? Should we go scout out the Manchun Palace?
Tower.
Sure. Tower. Let's go.
Why not?
Go scout. Get an idea how many guards they have, what kind of a patrol system they have going on. See if anybody else is watching them.
Sound good?
See if the town guards can be bribed or bought off to look the other way.
What?
Hey, you're not there. So I guess I'll head over there. I'll head over that way. What do you want us to do, Aaliyah?
You guys, okay, so has anybody talked to Rainier about Manchun?
I don't think so.
So have you found out anything about him? Try to talk to anybody in the town or anything like that?
Well, I would probably do that as we head over to the tower. I figure the people closest to where he lives would probably have the most, hands-on kind of information, at least.
Okay, so
I think we should get the lay of the land and see what's been going on around there.
not too far away is a tavern.
That's always a good place to start. I'll go in and buy drinks for the place.
Okay, so
I like taverns.
if you are going to the tavern, what do you say? You'll see there's a bartender there. He looks like an old veteran. One of his eyes is out, and he's got a scar running from his forehead down to his chest. And he's the one behind the bar. He looks like he's cleaning the glass. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so he doesn't have very many patrons.
Okay.
Just the people that are hangers-on from last night. The bar itself is old and worn. It smells vaguely of the sea nearby. And he says, "Hey, what you want?"
I take out a gold piece from my pocket, slide it across the table, and say, "How about a bit of information, my good man?"
He picks it up. He takes a look at it, smells it, and then puts it in his pocket. He says, "What do you want to know?"
What can you tell me about that tower across the way, or the tower right over there?
Nobody's been in there that I've seen. Just sits there. Looks like it's abandoned. Nobody there at night. Nobody there in the day.
Nobody goes in or out that you've seen. How long you've been watching? How long you been here?
I've been here for 10 years.
And you've never seen anybody go in and out of that place in the time you've been here?
Nope.
Okay. You hear anybody talking about the place? Anybody that might have heard any rumors about what's in there? Is it haunted or?
Well, I heard you can't get in.
Is it because there's are there no doors? Are the doors sealed? Is it collapsed?
Nobody can get close enough.
Why would
Some
happen?
kind of force shield or something around it.
That's okay. And it just what does it do to somebody that gets close?
You just can't get through it. You touch it, you can't go in it. It's like an invisible shield.
Okay. Is anybody in there with me? You guys can feel free to ask questions too if you've got any.
What's the landscape like around it? Is there plants? Is it all rock? What does it look like?
It's a tower. It's got a base around it. It's got a wall, small walking area, I guess. Don't go there myself.
Okay. Well, we might have to go over and take a look at it ourselves.
I agree.
I hand the man a dagger and walk away.
He looks at it like, what's this for?
payment for information.
So where he's from, that's how that's their currency where he's from. They've got,
I like the gold better.
He and his people don't have much.
Better than gold.
He and his people don't have much use for currency, and so they trade in things that are actually useful and will come in handy and that they can actually use. Can I get a drink while I'm here?
Sure. What's your pleasure?
Whiskey if you've got it.
He walks down in the bar. He pulls out a bottle. He shakes it, looks at it. There's about like a third of it left. Pulls down a small glass and he puts the cork in his teeth and yanks it out of the bottle. And he pours up the glass and says, "That'll be 5 silvers." Puts the cork
I'll hand him 6. Keep the change.
Thank you.
And I'll down it. All right, Lex, let's go.
Okay, this might be a good time to let somebody else jump in. We've been going for a while.
Okay.
Well, since Isael didn't exactly want to talk to the firemen, he's going to be seeing if he can talk to one of the local things for the circle.
Okay.
And telling them the information that he's found out so far about what's going on.
Are you going by yourself?
Does anybody want to go with me?
No. I'll come with you.
So he tells them all about the Verikanen and how they tried to, what was it, either kill or enslave the dragon?
I mean the Valakon.
Yeah, Valakanen.
The Zargroon. Okay.
What exactly were they trying to do to the dragon so that way, like, character gives them the right information?
You don't know, do you? Did you interrogate them?
Oh, I didn't, in fact. Well, he says that they look like they were either trying to kill or enslave a dragon.
And this
and he saw, and the thing he saw on the submarine where they tried to take Dorian's soul.
The head of the archdruid of the area, he's like, this concerns us how?
He has a fear that there is going to be great evil occurring in lands if this does not stop.
Fine. They just need to be in balance. We need evil as much as we need good.
Oh my God, that's going to piss him off so much.
Piss off your character?
Yeah, he just looks quite annoyed that they're not taking this seriously, and then he suddenly yells out, "This could disrupt the balance of everything if we don't stop this from happening."
Nature will take care of itself. Nature is all things, and nature is in balance. And as long as they are not trying to destroy that which grows and that which is here as nature, then it's none of our business.
They make machines of war made out of metal.
Who?
Metal. The Valakanen.
Well, that is concerning, but I haven't seen them up here. They haven't destroyed any of our groves. Our industry does not appear to be ruining our landscape. Sounds like the affairs of civilization, not anything to do with us.
Where do you think they will go after they are through with those that are civilized?
Back where they came from? I don't know. It doesn't matter to me either. As long as they do not destroy our beautiful grove and our trees and our forests. I don't care what they do.
He does not seem pleased by this, and
Welcome to a
looks to his
true
cohort.
hard circle.
It looks to his cohort for what he should do in this situation.
Well, I'm wearing full plate, and I've got a silver greatsword, so I don't think I'm the source you should be looking to right now when it comes to that.
Well, he's pretty much looking to you to help him inform them more upon what's going on.
Well, I mean, I will convey to them. They definitely were slavers. I assume their intention was to enslave the dragon, but as far as them getting involved in it, it may be that they don't. I mean, I respect their decision if they don't want to get involved in it.
Well, I just don't see any threat to us or our grove. If they want to make war with each other, or we have not seen them. They have not made any incursions into our sacred areas. You're breaking up. Can't hear you. I didn't catch a word you said. You there, James? I think we lost him. Yeah, the archdruid.
I'm afraid.
Go ahead. Ooh, it's me. Something's up with our internet service.
Is our service going down?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, y'all there? Hello? Yeah, something's up with our service. Hopefully somebody didn't drag the plug out of the wall again. Are you disconnected?
Yep. Computer.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
back on?
Nope.
I'm on in my main computer in the back.
Computer.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
There we go.
Bugs the ever-living shit out of him.
We had to go to 5G. For some reason, our regular isn't connecting through.
Yeah, weird.
Let me put us back on the screen. There we go.
Boink.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Okay,
All right,
so
cool.
James, I missed everything that you said. Sorry.
I think you missed everything
that everybody said because you came through like a banjo to us.
Yeah, same with you. I mean, for some reason our normal Wi-Fi just crashed. Only the 5G side's working right now.
Yeah.
Well,
What was the last thing you heard?
The last thing that I heard was you were trying to. Galindius said that he was the last person that you should talk to, and that was the last thing we heard.
Israel was talking more to Galindius and telling him that he was trying to get. What he's trying to do is to try to at least get them to look into what's going on because he doesn't want to see all of the world destroyed as he has seen it in his visions.
Burn, it's fine.
This was more than
parts.
It was ruined.
How?
Devastation
from beyond worlds. Planes. He could not comprehend what was doing it all, but what he saw was ruin, war, devastation everywhere.
Just the populace or everything?
Everything.
And who gave you this vision?
This gone
as fast.
We'll consult the algorithm and see.
Thank you.
Thank you for at least looking into it.
Anything else we can do for you?
That will be enough.
He does not want to see the world entirely destroyed. Looking into it may help provide some information that he may use to help his allies.
No, really.
Okay.
Was there anything more Galindius could do to persuade them? And would it help if I planted a tree?
Well, they're always open to people planting trees.
Okay, I'll spend a little coin then to buy some saplings and plant a couple trees.
Okay, where you plant the trees?
Just in this general area.
So they're actually in the City of the Dead.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't be doing it here then.
Outside of the city.
Outside of the city.
The city of the dead.
The city of the dead.
Are you going there by yourself, or is somebody going with you?
Well, I
assume, Israel, aren't you going to come with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys go outside the city. Which gate do you go through? The north gate, the west gate, or the south gate?
West.
West.
So outside the west gate, there's a few refugee-type shanties. But other than that, it opens up into farmlands after that. And then in the distance, there's a forest.
Like
the refugees, what are they human?
Oh, they mostly look human, yeah. There's a few tieflings, there's some halflings, there's one or two dwarves. There's even what looks like a half elf that's been down on his luck. They all live in
About how many? Oh, I was going to say about how many people are there?
There's maybe 50,
in this
maybe
shanty.
50.
Okay.
How
close are we to a
like a general
store where I could buy food?
There are a few inside the gates.
Okay.
Are any of the refugees growing like gardens or anything?
No.
Damn. Because I was about to pull some humanitarian shit from my spell bank. Because if they were growing like vegetables or anything, he was going to do ritual cast plant growth on them.
So there's a place called Palaver's Counter, and it's a very large warehouse that sells everything except food and drink. There's Aurora's round shop catalog counter.
What do they sell seeds?
What, do they sell seeds there?
The Aurora's Rum Shop catalog counter does, and so does Pullover's counter.
Oh, okay.
So we could get some seeds there, and then we could go back.
And you could. It wouldn't take long.
It wouldn't take long to plant them, and then you could
help them grow.
To get it started.
He doesn't say anything.
He doesn't say anything. He just wordlessly nods in agreement.
Okay.
Let's do that then. I'll help them out a little too.
Okay.
What
do you do to help them out?
I'll spend. Let's see. So I guess I'll just buy some various seeds, like if they have carrots, potatoes. Squash, zucchini, just general vegetables. I'll spend around.
Okay, do you find...
I'll buy.
When you get back there and you talk to... Let's say, so how much are you going to spend on seeds and stuff?
How much could I get for, let's say, 20 gold pieces?
There's a very tall, beefy guy behind the counter. His name is Brown. He says, Well, I can probably get you a pretty good sale. How about, I think about 100 pounds of wheat, maybe 50 pounds of barley, maybe 20 pounds of lettuce and carrot seeds. Would that be enough for you?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Alrighty. Hey, come and bring those things here. Bring me 100 pounds of wheat, 50 pounds of barley, 10 pounds of carrots, 10 pounds of lettuce seeds. Chop chop.
I'll look over at Izzy.
I'll look over at Izzy.
You're gonna help carry this,
You're gonna help
right?
carry this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're gonna have about 300 pounds of seeds when you leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I could
Well,
carry
I
about
could carry about 200 pounds, so.
Let's see.
Let's see. I could probably handle the remaining 100 pounds. Let's see how much I can carry left off my thing. Yeah, equipment. Equipment.
And when you get back to the refugee camp, what do you do?
Is there anyone? I guess I'll just go up and talk to
one of the people there.
to one of the people there.
Well, there's,
If I see someone
Standing around outside.
well, there's a couple of them standing around, and there's a tiefling that's standing there. He looks like he's getting on in years. Says,
I'll talk to them.
I'll talk to them.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Good day. What's your name?
Galindius.
Galindius. We have
some seeds here.
if you are
Interested in growing
your
your
own crops. I noticed that you don't have any gardens here.
Well, none of us own any land, but we'll put them to use. I guarantee it.
And my friend here
And my friend here can
speed up the
growing process for you as well.
That would be pretty handy. Hey, Jared.
Okay, so
Jared, you think you can plant some seeds? Well, if the guards don't knock me down and drag me in like they did last time. Oh, this here laddie's got some seeds for us. And a couple guys come over.
Yeah, I could barely handle that.
A couple guys come over and gaze at what you have brought in wonder. Thank you, mister. What can we do to help you?
Well, if you we can always use more information. So
What kind of information?
if you just see if you just see anything out of place or any mischief, if you could report it to me. I'm at Troll School Manor.
Okay, what kind of mischief or out of place you're looking for? There's always some mischief going on out here.
I
guess specifically if it anything to do with the
no, I can't remember it either.
no, I can't remember it either. The X-Men.
Xantharians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, if I see anything suspicious, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, I'll
ask them if they want
any help planting it.
I think we'll get a handle it from here. Roll insight check.
I'm gonna make an insight check now.
Natural 20.
Never
You
mind.
got the feeling that he's not really going to plant seeds, but he's probably going to sell them for a quick buck.
Oh. I'm gonna stay. Well, we'll come back in a couple days and see how the crop. Or we'll come back in a week and see how the crops are doing.
You're good at it, Sonny. We'll see you then.
Okay,
well, I'll amble on then.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're saying I can expect to see him at the tavern tonight?
They're not landowners. There's no place for them to plant, really.
Yeah.
And if they do try to dig up the ground, they could probably get in trouble. So they're probably just going to go over to where the farms are and sell the seed to the farmers.
Where are the farmers exactly?
A little farther out from the city walls. There's several.
This cell's gonna meander over there.
Okay, it's going to take you maybe half a day to get there. So
let's just head back, Aziel. I've got other things I need to do later today. So. And after.
Can I make an insight check on my own party member?
You can do that if you want.
Sure.
And Galindius, you can make an opposed check to if you don't want him to know what you're thinking or doing.
Oh, okay.
Well, I rolled an 8.
Let's see. 14 plus what?
Hold
on.
Wisdom.
Insight. 18.
So, what are you doing, Galindius? What's your motivation?
I was gonna go.
I don't have any. My motivation was just I was going to go with Toulouse later.
It looks like he's heading into town. What are you having insight about?
Yeah.
Shit.
Paladins don't lie, so.
That's not true.
Okay, they can lie. It's questionable.
Unless it's a matter of honor that they do. Or saving somebody's honor.
What the hell? He decides to go back as well.
Okay. So you guys get back to the Troll Skull Manor. Anybody else doing anything?
I think Galal and Victor and Lex were going to go check out that tower. And I guess when Galindius returns, I'll tell him that maybe we should do it tomorrow. Since I was going to see her tomorrow anyway.
Is anybody going to send an answer to the Castellaners?
I guess we can discuss that. I think that if we meet with them, we should do it on neutral ground. Agree to meet them at what is that? The big inn here in town. The
Yawning Portal.
Yawning Portal. Yeah, like we agree to meet them at the Yawning Portal.
Okay.
He has no reservations against Ace.
Right. If everyone thinks that's a good idea, what we'll do is we'll send one person to talk to him, and the rest can just one or two people to talk to him. While the rest just blend into the crowd and make sure nothing goes wrong.
Okay. So who's going to go talk to them?
We're just gonna send the letter, I think.
Are you gonna send
Tell
it by
them that.
courier or?
Yeah, we'll just send a courier to the Castle Lanterns with a letter that says, we'll meet at the
Yawning portal.
Yawning portal during the evening rush.
Okay. Would you guys quit it? You talk back to me.
And then Tilu will spend the remainder of the night studying the Red Wizard's spellbook.
Okay.
So whatever anyone else wants to do, Tilu's going to study.
Sale will spend the evening hours praying to his goddess.
The Law and his crew are going to go kick some ass.
Yeah.
Trying to garner more information as to why she showed him the visions that she did.
Fireman's ready. Fireman's ready.
Do you not have audio, Victor? Because we were just talking about this.
We weren't there.
Dude, there's just so many people talking over each other. I'm just using text.
Yeah,
we
okay.
weren't there.
We can talk about that. If those of you who don't see the text, Victor brought up that maybe the Castle Lanterns would be offended by us offering to meet them on neutral ground. The other option is we send just a couple of people for dinner, preferably people with the ability to teleport out, and then keep an eye on them maybe through scrying.
I don't honestly see how that helps.
The invite is probably for the whole group too. Like I said, these people are very powerful. It just seems to me it's one of those things you don't say no to, but at the same time, I want to say no to. So,
You go prepared, but you go.
Let's just ask Rainier if he's still in the bar. Can we ask him what the convention would be for turning down such an invitation?
Normally you don't turn down such invitations. It is considered an insult. If they have extended you an invitation to their home, that's usually a privilege reserved to the high nobility.
Okay, so we probably don't want to offend very powerful people. We can always make an excuse for some of us. So, honestly, I think we. So there are kind of two options I'm thinking of. One is we either just go in and we deal with whatever comes up. That's an option. Option two is we make excuses that some people needed to deal with other matters and were regretfully unable to attend.
But that doesn't help. If we end up in trouble, we're just going to all have to show up anyway.
Open-ended
So,
invitation. They did not specify a day.
Does that mean we can just show up?
Well, you will need to respond back. It does ask you to inform them when you are available.
Yeah, I think it's best so we just all go and deal with what comes up, because I don't think it is helping to say, oh, only some of us can show up and then having to go try to dig people out and splitting the party.
yeah,
He will agree to this.
I think it's best we just try to prepare ourselves as best we can, and just be prepared to deal with whatever comes up.
Right. Then I guess we'll send a courier responding saying, 2 days time, you guys think?
I think it might be a good idea. Yeah, give us a couple days, because it might be a good idea to try to scout out their mansion, like use the druid or something to try to at least get a layout, so we at least know if things go south, the quickest way to get out, kind of thing, you know.
Alright, we send a courier saying 2 days.
Okay? Is that what you guys are doing? 2 days?
Yeah.
I think that should be okay, yeah. It works for me if it works for everybody else.
Okay. One of the spring festivals is happening in 2 days' time as well. So there will be a lot of, it's one of the dock festivals. It's the Festival of Umberley, where they try to make appeasements to the gods of the sea, and specifically Umberley, to make sure that she does not sink ships or send terrible storms their way.
After the party meeting, Isael's going to spend the evening hours praying to Bast, asking her why he saw the world destroyed as it was.
You don't get any answer.
Yup.
I'm sure she'll probably make it clear later.
You'll understand in time.
Oh, is that what she tells
Oh, is that what she tells him?
Well, that's the feeling you get. Quit being a little brat.
There are a couple people.
I heard.
I believe there are a couple of people.
I believe there are a couple of people wanting to investigate a tower.
Yep. So who's going and what are they going as? You guys going to Colat Tower, or are you going to the Castlelanders scout?
So can we do an insight check on how bad going to the tower is?
An insight check to, I mean, how are you doing the insight check? I mean, the insight check is to,
I mean, just like rumors or something to know, hey, we're going to die if we go into...
Well, in order to do an insight check, you would have to be talking to somebody and discern ulterior motives for what they're saying.
That's what an insight
That's what an insight check is.
I think it would be
like,
We can-
see,
We need to go and look and see what's there and then make that determination for ourselves.
See what we see.
And see what we see.
Investigation is probably what you're thinking about.
Yes, investigation.
Okay.
I'm going to make that check.
Where are you?
Because this druid isn't dumb.
Towers, and if you are, what are you trying to do? So, you get a good description here. Dilapidated two-tower edifice stands tall in the southern ward. Its neighbors are aware of a magical force field that they told you about. Sometimes there's a light in the window, but most of the time it's dark completely. They never see anybody come in and out. Everybody believes it's abandoned. Some people say it's haunted by ghosts of the Colat brothers. There are no visible guards. Most people think it's abandoned.
Okay, so basically an investigation check wouldn't do anything.
Are we gonna go, or are we going to do something
Are you
else?
guys gonna talk to
Let's go.
anybody about
Rock 'em.
it, or besides that one tavern owner?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go get in the area of the tower and see what it looks like. And
Yeah.
I immediately thought sewers after talking to him. He says that there's no above ground signs of habitation and whatnot, I immediately thought sewers. So that's probably the first thing that I would do is go look for signs of foot traffic, and you just pick signs, signs of living in the sewers.
I'd go with them to help them on that.
You're not there. This is why you're in the city of the dead.
Oh.
Yeah, either way works for me.
Yeah, either way works for me. I don't really care how we go check out the tower. I can, if there's rumor of spirits, I can try to contact the spirits once we're close. Other than that, we just have to look around and see what we found.
Or
you can go get the druid who has
Okay,
let's see, what the fuck abilities do I have?
are you guys going out to the towers then?
Yeah, let's go take the tower.
Yeah, let's go take the tower up.
Well, I think, yeah, from my understanding, we're still there, right? We haven't come back yet.
No, we
just
haven't.
Talking to the tavern owner.
So if you go down to where you see an old dilapidated set of towers, you'll also see that there's a wall around the outside with a gate. There looks like a small keep attached to the tower. There does not appear to be any sewer openings anywhere near it at all.
Is there
like a garden or a set of trees, anything like that near the towers, anything like that?
There's a bunch of sand and rocks in the area. They're overgrown with bushes and things.
Okay.
That's inside the wall.
I would like to
inside the wall.
Inside the wall? Is the wall standing open since it's supposedly abandoned? No.
I would like to
go go up to one of the bushes next to the gate. I assume there's a gate.
There's no bushes on the outside. They're on the inside of the wall. And when you get within a foot of the wall, you run up against something invisible.
Can I try chucking a rock at it?
Yep, and it bounces off something invisible a foot before it gets to the wall.
Can I try
How energetically does it bounce off?
What?
Can I try slowly rolling a rock through the wall?
Yeah, and as soon as it hits that barrier, it stops.
Okay.
Can I try sliding
something underneath the barrier?
You start poking down below the dirt, and it still, there's a barrier there. You gonna try digging?
Sure.
Dig a small hole. I'll cast mold earth and dig a 5 foot. I think it's 5 foot. It's a cantrip. 1 second.
Can I look around? See if anybody is suspicious or watching us or anything like that? Look for any suspicious activity.
Doesn't look like there's anything suspicious except for it looks like there's a bunch of tiny corpses of birds that broke their necks hitting the barrier.
Okay, I'm gonna cast mold earth and pull a 5 foot chunk of dirt out of the area of the shield and see if I can go underneath it.
Okay, by the time you get down to about 4 feet, there does not appear to be any more barrier.
I motion Victor over.
Oh, good find, Lex. Looks like we can go underneath the barrier if we need to get in.
As you're digging or trying to get back up from under the barrier, some city watch come by. Hey, you there? What you doing?
I quickly
fill in the hole.
I was watching for suspicious activity just now, though. Would I have seen the city guards coming? Can I warn Lex to get out before they come?
Yeah. They kind of still see you there, though.
I get out.
There's nothing else new there.
Fill in the hole
and cast shape stone to. Well, there's no stone. I just put the dirt back so it doesn't really show.
Okay. What are you guys doing here?
Just looking around. Heard stories this place might be haunted and sounded interesting. I wanted to take a look.
I pick up one of the dead birds. What kind of monster does this?
Leaves perfectly good food lying around.
I think they do it to themselves. This place has always had that weird barrier there. No more digging. That's not allowed.
Good to know. Sorry, sir, I didn't know that. Do you have you heard anything about this place? Do you know any rumors or any local legends about this place? You patrol there often. You probably see all kinds of things or hear things.
No, nothing. I know nothing.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, sirs. We won't dig here anymore if it's not allowed.
See that you do. And they kind of hang out watching you.
I just kind of want to walk around the perimeter, get a feel for the area that this shield protects. Can I see if they're lying? The guards know more than they're letting
now
on.
You're doing an insight check.
That's a 31.
Yeah, they are not being completely honest with you.
Would you sure there's nothing more you don't know about this place?
How do I know if I don't know?
About any kind of rumors, anything at all, no matter how weird or how inconsequential you may think.
Well, if you stand here at midnight, you might actually see a light in the window, but that's about it. Nobody comes and goes from here. Nobody gets through the barrier.
If I were to, do you guys worship any particular deity by chance?
No.
If I were to make a that's what I was thinking, but I don't want to go to jail for trying to bribe a card. If I were to make a donation to the Church of Helm in your name and ask for the blessings of Helm be upon you, is there anything more you'd be able to tell me?
Where would you put this supposed donation?
I'm sorry, what?
How would you donate in our name?
Well, you'd have to tell me your names, kind sir, or I could just say, those two kindly guards that we met by the tower. Helm would know who I'm talking about.
How about if you give us the money and we'll go pray at the Temple of Helm?
Oh, happy to, sir, happy to. If you want to go pray at the temple, I'd be happy to give you the money to go donate at the temple. How does a gold piece each sound?
Almost reasonable. I don't know.
Is that not
I don't
enough?
know if Helm would like that much. I don't know if that would actually convey a blessing on us, though.
Yeah, you're right. I think one gold each is probably not enough to get the blessing of Helm. How about 5 gold apiece?
Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. I think Helm would probably be pleased with that.
All right. Well, here's 5 gold. Here's 5 gold each.
That's right kind of you. I'm sure the odd goings on in here, they would overlook the fact that people have actually been seen in and out of the windows of there.
And you said midnight would be a good time to get a good look at the goings on of this place.
That's generally when we see the shadows.
Okay.
You don't by
chance know of a way in, do you?
I can't tell you that. I have never seen it, but I've seen the shadows.
Okay.
Lex,
you have anything to add?
You guys look,
Sorry, I was eating. No, I don't. I give them each a
you
dagger.
guys look confused as you give them a dagger.
While you're with us, do you have anything to add?
Nah.
All right,
All right.
Can we burn it down?
Well,
Blessings of heaven be upon you, kind sirs. Thank you so much. And
We'll go prayer straight away, I'm sure.
I think we should go get our.
I think we should go get our party and have a midnight adventure over here.
Yeah,
that's certainly a good step. We should go back to the inn and tell them about what we found.
So we'll do that, I guess.
Right? Everybody finished? All right.
We'll go back to the inn.
We'll go back to the inn and we'll tell everybody about what just happened.
Okay. So you make it back to the inn. Roll a perception check. In fact, everybody who's gone out of the inn needs to make a perception check.
13.
21.
Lexi, you noticed that you're being followed.
Anybody?
That is what?
That is
You
what?
are being followed.
I whisper to
15.
Victor
That we're being
followed, and I ask him if he wants me to deal with it.
Lyle, you also notice you're being followed. The group is.
Anybody who's what?
Has gone out of the tavern.
I stayed in the camera.
What? We're being followed?
Law's an idiot, so he turns around and said, "Who are you? Why are you following me?" Intimidation, whatever check of
11.
The guy turns the other way and walks away.
Law follows him and says again, "Who are you? Why are you following?"
I'll reach out and put a hand on Glaw's shoulder and be like, Glaw, let him go. We'll figure it out. Lex, why don't you turn into something and go follow him, see where he goes.
I sneak off into the shadows where I can still see him and wild shape into a nondescript bird of the area. Follow him.
Okay, so he kind of hurries down the street away from you guys and goes into an alley. And he talks to three other guys in hoods. One of them's a short, swarthy guy. One's a really tall, and the other one is very burly, tall guy. And the short, swarthy guy nods to him and goes back out the alley and looks for where the party is. And discreetly tries to make his way that way.
Okay,
I'm gonna stay with him.
Okay, so he gets up behind, well, kind of close enough so that he doesn't look like he's like nonchalantly loitering, waiting for you guys to move. Like about 50 yards away.
I
telepathically send to Victor, go back to the manor.
I'll tell Glaw. Lex is warning us that we need to get back to the manor.
And I let
them know that they're being followed. And
there's more than one person following us.
SAL has not a fucking clue.
Follow us. Who is following him?
Did you go by yourself, Isao?
No, Galidius is with him.
Melindius, what did you roll to notice perception?
I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 7. Alright, so,
So neither of you guys know. Toulouse, who went with you?
Me, I
was up in the inn studying.
Yeah, but when you went
Tulu didn't leave.
to see Vajra.
I didn't go to see Vajra.
I didn't go to see Vajra.
I think we were going to do
I think we were going to do that tomorrow, you said?
I thought
Yeah.
you were going to turn in the Mind Flayer.
Yeah, we did that.
This earlier today. I think everyone was resting. I was using my 4-hour rest thing, so I probably went alone.
Okay. Make a perception check.
18.
And you noticed you were being followed.
Okay, would I have a chance
to say duck behind a corner and wait for him to cross by and
get a look at him?
Maybe grab him?
You duck behind a corner and you wait for him, and he kind of crosses the street and looks down the alley and sees you waiting there and does not come near you.
I will.
He's doing something else.
I'll kind of
hold up my hands in a somewhat disarmed manner and approach him.
He pretends he's not looking at you for a while until you get really close. He turns around and looks at you funny. Looks like about a 5'4" guy. Dark complexion.
Can I help you with something, sir?
Can I help you with something, sir?
No, I'm just looking at these wares here. He's picking up little things from the street merchant.
Tell me, where are you from?
I check.
Well, I live here in Waterdeep. Where are you from?
Well, I just recently moved here. How long have you been in town long then?
All my life.
Say what?
All my life.
Really? Well, you've
probably heard of the Troll Skull Inn then.
Yes.
You should stop by
sometime. We have great food and music and drink.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
Okay.
See, 21.
Yeah, he is trying to cover for the fact that he was following you.
And I'll just tell him, if the inn is actually run by myself and some other adventurers. So if there's anything that going on in the city you think we should know about,
be more
than happy to take a look for you.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
So what do you do in the city?
So what do you do in the city?
Well, do a little bit of this and that here and there.
Mm-hmm.
How much you getting paid for
following me?
I'm not following you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a lot more convincing
had you not just followed me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just here looking at these wares.
Look, if you need help, say what?
Looking at the wares, shopping up and down the street.
Well, look, if you need
help with something, you can just ask. Like I said, we're adventurers. We do this kind of thing. And if you're working for somebody else, you might as well take a message back to them that
we're not here to cause
any trouble unless they're causing trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What if I told you I could
probably pay more than your boss?
I still don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know my boss. My boss is the
I don't care who he is.
He tells me when to load ships and when not to.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I'm sorry to have misjudged you,
Have a nice day.
have a nice day.
You
I'll go ahead and
do.
walk away.
And I'll go ahead and walk away.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
Very low.
Very low.
Okay. So he walks down the street the other way. So it doesn't look like he's following you.
And seeing as how I was just right next to the guy, I'm going to check myself for anything that I didn't go into the conversation with.
Okay.
So perception check
So
or
perception check or
Yeah, well, investigation.
investigation?
investigation?
Do you listen?
10.
10.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You don't find anything on you that might have been placed there.
Okay. Before I
Okay.
go into the inn,
No, before I go into the inn, I'll ritually cast
magic.
detect magic.
Just make sure there's nothing on
Just make sure there's nothing on myself that I'm not familiar with, and then I'll go in.
You're just looking at yourself when you do that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you see your magical gear, obviously. There doesn't appear to be anything that you are unfamiliar with on you.
Okay.
Okay,
That's good
That's
for me.
good for
I'll go
me.
inside.
I'll go inside.
So I think that was everybody that went out. All right. So later on in the evening, what do you guys do?
Like I said, I'm just going to study.
Like I said, I'm just going to study the
Wizard's book.
Red Wizard's book.
Okay. And who's going out to look at the towers? Anybody? Or anybody going to the castle lanterns? Or you guys gonna talk to anybody in the inn? Maybe Rainier or somebody?
Fire minions assemble.
Fire minions assemble.
Okay. So if you're gonna go get the fire minions to get together, you find that there are only 15 people that show up.
Oh, fire minions.
Oh, fire minions are weak.
Look on my fire minions.
Look on my fire minions.
What?
What?
Others,
Like you're a whole lot.
Yagra says.
What do you
Yagra
mean?
says that they're jumping ship and going to the other Centaurum. They signed up to be in the Centaurum, and this organization they say is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like,
What?
Kind of a slow night.
kind of a slow night,
And my character's
and my character's not
quite.
quite. Is my character's not going to be a part of the Fire Minions Assemble thing.
Yeah, James, if you're not part of the what's going on, please put yourself on mute. All right.
I'll probably be back.
I'll probably be back in about 15 or so minutes.
Okay. So what are you doing, Lal?
Oh, well,
I would invite the entire party along with the fire minions to go raid the tower if other people want to join.
Oh, so you're gonna ask them to raid the tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think that's a good
Do
idea?
you think that's a good idea?
Heck yeah.
But we don't know.
But we don't know how to get in. We don't know how many people are in there.
You're worried that you're
Aren't you worried that you're sending the fire minions to their death? I mean, for all we know, he could have 15 trolls in there,
Or
or it could be
Interesting.
could be a bunch of ghosts.
Maybe there's a vampire.
Maybe there's a vampire. Who knows? Could be
Could be anything in there.
anything in there. I don't think it's a good idea to just blindly rush in.
Might be able to.
You might be better served having your fire minions go scout and try to figure out. Have them watch the place, maybe. Have them try to see if there's any going-ons. I don't know, goings-on.
I suppose we could do that.
You're the boss.
You're the boss. I'm not trying to. Just trying to point out some of the flaws in your plan, there, boss.
We need to show the fire minions that we are worth following, and that the plan works, and it hasn't worked lately because we've ignoring them. So we got to need to pay attention to the fire minions.
Okay.
On top of that, it will let us get the eyeball. So, since obviously we don't want to do that, that's a bad idea. Let's go ahead and do the scouting idea. Number 3 has.
So, you guys gonna go over there?
We serve some fire minions to scout out that.
Okay. So, what do you want them to do?
Practice their sneaky stuff to figure out what's going on in there.
Okay. So how long are you gonna ask them to do this, and you're gonna have them do...
We're gonna want to get in there in a day or two.
Okay, so you want them to try to find a way in, or
Find a way in what's inside also.
okay. And how long are you gonna give them to do this?
I don't know. How long do we want to do this, guy? We want to go raid that, or is that just something which I?
We got a meeting with Castellaners in 2 days, so we could do it. Say give them a week, and we can check it out after our meeting with Castellaners, or even 4 days.
Sounds like a plan.
Works for me. I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Alrighty. So, are you guys going to do anything else prior to meeting with Castellaners?
Well, I mean, I think they're wanting to scout out the Castellaners mansion, and like I was going to meet with Vajra and try and get some ships.
Okay. So, who is going with you to meet with Vajra?
I'll go with him.
Okay.
And I invited Galindius.
Yep.
Really, anybody can come. It's not a big deal. We don't need a lot of people going, but anyway, having finished studying the Red Wizard's book, I guess I'll take that. And if I don't know what was in it yet, Elia, but if you don't have that, we can deal with it later. No. There was another spell book we found that you gave me a list from, but not from the Thay book.
Okay. I'll have to work that up then.
Sure.
Send me an email and remind me.
Totally fine.
I'm sorry, what?
Send me an email and remind me, and I'll get it worked up.
I'll do that.
Anyway, yeah, we'll head over to there, and I'll deliver the spell book and ask about the demonologist.
Well, Vajra meets you again. Again in her dapper clothing. She allows you to step in the portal and escorts you up to the top of the tower. And she says, "Salut, what can I do for you?"
I'm returning the spell book you lent me.
Thank you very much.
Many interesting secrets to Thay in there. At least secret to me. I'm sure you know it all already.
Well, I don't usually dabble in blood magic, but yeah.
Nor do I, but it did satisfy curiosity. Anyway, did you manage to track down a demonologist?
Actually, yes, I did. We have a gentleman here who's studied the fiendish animals, creatures, demons, devils, actually devils, but he's pretty expert on fiendish things. And when she says that, she opens the door and says, Doris, go get Zarin. And this young girl goes running down the stairs, and she comes back with a tiefling that's very well dressed in a robe, and he's got red skin, he's black horns, he looks very devilish himself, and he comes in and gives you a half bow and says, "Can I help you? I'm Zurith."
Zurith. Zereth, I'm Talu. I'm looking for information on devils, especially Asmodeus, and how his bargains work. Someone I know has been murdered in his name, and her soul taken and given to him. And I want it back.
Okay, so what information are you looking for?
Anything you can offer that will help. How to break the bargain. I understand that's one way to go. How to even find out what the bargain is, so I can figure out how to break it. Other ways to retrieve her soul if I can't break the bargain. Things of that nature.
Okay, so Asmodeus has some very specific things that he bargains for. Generally, when he makes a bargain with someone, he makes a bargain for wealth, fame, other things that give power. And normally he either looks for lives in return or souls in return.
So how would one go about breaking such a bargain?
Well, first of all, you need to find out who made the bargain and what the bargain was. Unfortunately, there's usually a contract signed in blood. If you can find that contract, you will find the terms of the contract. Other than that, finding the person who made the bargain and getting the information from them is the only other way. Unless, of course, you want to go down to the Mine Hills and talk to Asmodeus.
I'll keep that as a plan B.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Is there any help you can offer on how to?
Well, two things. One, how to find the contract. Can you use something like detect good and evil?
No, I don't think that in itself would show. Only if it was being guarded by a fiendish creature. Other than that, just I don't know. Finding the culprits, finding whoever made the bargain, find the person who is involved.
Is there anything that would prevent the contract holder from simply destroying the contract so nobody could ever find the terms?
Yes, it would probably end in their death.
Okay, so as I listen in on this conversation as I'm walking around the room, wouldn't there be two copies of the contracts? Wouldn't both parties have copies of that contract?
Asmodeus would have one.
And I'll go back to whatever I was doing.
let's put that as plan B and actually talking to Asmodeus himself as plan C.
Right, is there anywhere if I do end up needing more help with this situation, can I come back and pick your brain some more?
Why, certainly. I'm here at the tower.
And I would really appreciate it. There was one more question. What was it? I have the dagger that was used to murder my friend, and I'll take out the runic dagger. Will this be helpful to me in any way?
It could be. There are ways, like if you get a clairvoyance, they can actually tie that item to the person. If that is part of the bargain, then it will lead you to those who are party to the bargain.
Do you know where I could find such a clairvoyant?
Well, there are several here, as a matter of fact.
Well, perhaps I could talk to one of them.
Lady Vajra?
If I could just have a moment with Vajra, I'll come and find you shortly. Zareth?
Sure.
I'm back.
Was Victor gonna knock something over?
It would be a clairaudient, sorry, not a clairvoyant.
A Clara what? A Clara what?
Clairaudient.
Okay. Someone who can hear. Yeah. Okay. So Vajra, as kind of a side discussion, I was hoping to get a hold of a boat or maybe even a few. And I know you had some in the impound. Was wondering if the city was interested in parting with them.
In what way? What do you mean?
I would like to buy the boats, or buy some boats. Some ships.
You mean the ships we impounded from the Drow?
Yeah, that would be a good start. Yeah, that would be a good start.
You wanted more than those two? The third one was unsalvageable.
Yeah. Possibly.
Like how many?
Enough for about several hundred people probably.
What, you're going to transport an army?
No. Considering doing some chartering and trade work, bring in some exotic things for the manor and so forth. It's a 21.
Let me get in there. She's got to roll. Roll perception to see if she can beat that. Or actually, insight it would be.
Can I knock something over now?
Hey! Careful with that.
I'm very sorry, ma'am. I just got caught up in this place. This place is amazing.
Just be careful, will you? Some of these things are incredibly expensive. She goes over there and picks up what looks like a crystal statue. It's about 3 feet tall. And puts it back up on the pedestal.
Can I use that distraction to give Talou advantage on his deception roll?
I'm not sure that really counts as helping with deception.
That's okay. That's fine. I just thought I'd try.
It's distraction. Like if you're going to do a sleight of hand, it would definitely help.
Who am I to argue? Who am I to argue with such a beautiful woman?
I know you're talking about Azra.
Yeah, Vazra. I'm talking to Vazra. What is this crystal thing?
It's a guardian.
I'll go back to looking around the room.
And she definitely does not meet your deception, so she believes you. Well, we've got about 6 ships impounded right now. They can be gotten out of impoundment for about 10,000 apiece. So that'd be 60,000 gold. Do you have that much? Can you hear me?
Sorry.
I was muted. I'm working with some investors, so yeah, I think it's possible.
6 ships would carry about 100 people, maybe 200.
Who would I talk to about
getting them moved into my name?
The dock master, the harbor master, he should be able to help you.
Okay.
Great.
Well, I've taken up enough of your time, and I really appreciate this, so I'll let you go.
All right.
If you have any more
jobs
for me in
the group,
let me know.
Oh, you're clearing out that illithid who is taking over people's minds. That really helps us a great deal. So we're in your debt.
I'll excuse myself
and go find Zareth.
Okay.
And
so
I'll approach him and say,
so tell me,
Zareth, how did you get into knowing so much about devils?
Well, I'd have to say because of my father. I never knew who my father was until I started my research, and my research led me from one end of the hells to the other, and until I finally found out who my father was. And in the process, I learned a great deal about him and his minions.
What do you think of those
who worship Asmodeus?
I think they're terribly deceived.
I would have to agree.
They think he's a god.
Well, can we talk to
Say what?
They
Say
think
what?
He's a god, and when he's not.
Well, shall we talk to
a clairaudient?
Certainly. Mary over there is a clairaudient. He could probably help you.
Would you mind
introducing us?
Not at all. Okay. And he walks you over to it looks like a maybe late 30s, early 40s looking lady who's got a couple wrinkles, but nothing, making her look haggish. But she definitely does look like she spent way too much time indoors. Her skin's kind of pale. She goes, can I help you?
Yes,
Zareth here was just telling me that you might be able to help me with an item I have. And I show her the runic dagger. Yes, I believe it was used in ritual sacrifice
by someone who stole
the soul of a friend of mine.
Okay. This is going to require some protection. So you probably should follow me.
Okay.
So she goes into a side room that looks like it's been used for different divining purposes. And she sets up candles and draws a circle on the floor and puts definitely a bunch of runic sigils within it. and she starts burning some incense and goes around the circle a few times. And then she places a crystal at the 4 cardinal points and then sits herself down in the middle of it and holds the dagger and closes her eyes, and she looks like she's chanting something under her breath. And after a while, she starts swaying, and then all of a sudden, her eyes pop open and they're black completely, no pupils, no whites.
Zareth, is that normal?
You mortals beware. You stay out of my business. This voice comes rolling from her out of the darkness. The room is just suddenly engulfed in just black. But she is kind of glowing a reddish glow, and so is the dagger. And this voice that comes out of her seems to come from everywhere.
Zareth, do you know what's happening?
I think you have made contact. The person with at least that actually may be Asmodeus speaking to you.
He's got to use the key information. Lord Asmodeus of the Nine Hells. I seek the soul of someone, and would like it returned to this plane.
Foolish mortal. What bargain would you make?
What bargain would you ask?
For a soul, 999 souls. Especially
this is beyond. Huh. Such a task is beyond me. I'm sorry to have wasted your time.
It's never a waste of time. I know you now. And with that, her eyes go normal, and she shakes her head. Whew. Wow. You want your dagger back? Please take it away from me.
Yes.
I don't want to touch that thing ever again.
I'll take it back. Tell Zareth. Do I need to be worried?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you have made an enemy.
I can't imagine Asmodeus has so few enemies that I would rank at the top of his list.
Probably not, but just him knowing of you is very disconcerting. He may send some of his very lower minions after you.
What possible use could he have for me?
Sold.
Perhaps I will seek clerics of well, is there a way to ward me from that?
Yeah, there are. Just close to any high priest can bless you and take away his ability to follow you.
I look over at Victor. Well.
That's news to me. I'm unaware of. We can certainly. I can certainly go talk to the high priest of my order and see what I can do for that.
I'll visit the Temple of the Sildarian.
That I myself possess to be able to do that.
I'll visit the Temple of the Sildarian. Certainly, they'll help me.
Okay.
Okay. You guys gonna go?
Is there any?
Huh?
Yeah, I'll
ask Zareth. Is there anything I need to be worried about with this dagger?
It can be used to trace you. You may want to put it in some place that's warded.
Do you have such a
thing?
Well, the whole tower is warded.
Sure. So you're
suggesting I leave it here?
You could, or you could find somewhere else that's warded.
What if the dagger were on a different plane? Like if we were to stick it in a bag of holding and it were to be kept on a completely different plane, would that be enough?
Could do it for now. As long as you don't take it out of the bag.
Right.
Might be a good idea.
If
I ever take it out of the bag, is to return it to its original owner.
Okay. I assume that's going to be an unpleasant experience for the original owner.
It could be.
It could be.
Good luck.
I'll put it back in. I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your time, Zareth. I enjoyed talking to you about it. The show was fantastic. Should charge admission next time.
It's not something I would like to repeat.
I'll ask the rest of the people with me, Victor and Galindius, would you mind accompanying me to the Temple of the Soldarin?
Sure. Let's do it.
Yep.
That's where I go next.
So,
we can let somebody else
play for a little bit, come back to me.
Alright. So, Lexi, Isael, or Lal, you guys going to do something? Or Galindius, or Victor? In the meantime?
Law needs to brainstorm to figure out how to save his minion.
What time would it
be right now?
It's probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So
they were doing something with the dagger, huh? Let's see. Where would I fit into this? I'm not exactly certain where I'd fit into this.
So it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
You could have lunch.
And
what's that?
So Israel, we could go and scout out the manor, the Castellan's manor.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wild shape into a rat for that.
Okay, before we do that, I would like to see if I could buy trained birds that I could release and send over the manor.
Yeah, you could probably find like a homing pigeon.
Okay,
I'd like to do that, and I'm going to cast polymorph on it to turn it into a hawk, and then send it over the manor. I want to see what happens.
Okay, so you are going out with Isael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, perception. Okay. 12.
Okay. Isael?
Perception check.
Perception check. A moment.
While I roll my die.
While I roll my die.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 11.
11.
You can pull up my character sheet.
Pull up my character sheet. 15.
You notice every once in a while you see a guy that is going the same way as you, and after a while it looks like it might be the same guy that keeps showing up behind you.
What languages can you understand?
Draconic and Druidic. You should be able to speak Druidic.
I tell you in Druidic.
that we're being followed.
I tell him that there was a guy following us yesterday and pretend like we don't know anything for now.
Okay.
Okay.
I
do exactly that, I guess.
Okay.
So, does anything happen to our homing pigeon that we release over the that's been polymorphed into something so that way it glows with magic?
Yeah, the question is,
Could a homing pigeon carry a rat?
Well, at the moment I'm just trying to figure out if there's something bad will happen to us if we go checking out the place with wild shape. We'll still be able to be seen by detect magic or anything like that. So I'm trying to send a bird up that we don't care about. That if it gets obliterated, we just learn not to do that.
Gets over the
Okay.
wall. You see a crossbow bolt goes whizzing by it.
Interesting. So it looks like this is trapped. I would like to buy a second homing pigeon and send it out without having to detect magic on it. Or without polymorphing it.
Well, these guys are bad shots. Again, as it gets off over the front wall, another crossbow bolt comes whizzing by it.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with the magic. What's up?
I
hear somebody typing.
Okay, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with the magic, so we could fly over it and take a look. We just want to make sure that we're high enough that they can't hit us with a crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, only problem is he can't fly.
If you're level 8, you can do low-level flying creatures.
Which
I am level 8.
So we've both seen a pigeon, so we can turn into a hawk or a pigeon or something and fly over this thing. But I'm going to recommend that you cast. No, let's just have a good quick flyby. Try to fly like a normal bird. That way they don't get suspicious. And let's have a look.
Technically, I've seen a hawk and a pigeon, so I can take the form of either one of those.
Okay. So I'm going to turn into a hawk and go flying high enough that I don't know, 100 feet into the air. That should be above a crossbow's range, right?
Yeah.
Well, before we do that, we should go and hide in an alley somewhere where there's nobody looking at us. I guess it doesn't matter. They've watched us send things over the wall already. So yeah, I'll fly 100 feet above the castle or the mansion. Israel wants to come with us, see what we can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I just don't know if I should do the hawk or the pigeon. The hawk at least can attack things.
Hey, well, we really don't want to fight anything.
Okay.
We're gonna do about 150 feet and do a hawk. They have better vision.
Yeah.
Okay, the Castle Enter Villa is an extravagant manse with dozens of lavish chambers. There are guards outside the front door. I'm trying to get a good description here. The whole estate is patrolled by hired guards. There's 2 outside the main gate. There's 6 patrolling the grounds at any time. The guards are humans, and the crests on them have a bear on their livery. The house is surrounded by a well-manicured lawn. There's a cobblestone path that leads from the exterior gate to the front entrance and the entrance to the coach house. The villa's grounds features numerous deciduous trees and meticulously tended gardens. You'll see there is a garden specifically devoted to purplish and yellowish flowers that are completely covered at any time in the spring to summer with lots of butterflies. There are children playing in the garden.
Okay.
Probably the children of the royals, or the nobles.
One boy and one girl. And they look to be almost the same age. So they may be twins. You don't know. Or they may be just the same age. There are guards always with them.
Probably really weak to fireballs.
Probably.
Yes, probably.
You don't
recommend killing children again, Glall.
Glall never did anything like that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are there any balconies or window seals or anything like that that are unguarded?
There is a balcony over the garden, and a walkway where it looks like people can stand out there and observe the well-tended gardens and the grounds areas.
There's nobody on the balcony?
Yes, there is a guard at the door to the balcony. At the moment, there is a lord and a lady out on the balcony, and they're watching the children play in the garden with all of the butterflies.
Okay. Is there anything else that could be of interest to us that we can see while we're flying around? Anything happening in the yard? Anything odd?
It looks like they're getting ready for a celebration. There are people hanging up decorations, putting up lanterns that are not lit yet. Just generally making it look like a festival.
Okay. Is there like a separate barracks for the guards, or is it attached to the house, the manor, or?
Attached to the manor. There's a coach house where the servants live, and the people that tend to the horses and the grounds. There's also a guest house, but the actual garrison looks like it's attached to the main manor.
And how big of a barracks is it? Does it look like a whole more than what I can see of guards now, or
how many guards are there?
How many guards are there?
I don't know. I mean, you see 6 people patrolling the.
Yeah. Okay. How much larger? How big is the barracks? How many people would I guess could it hold?
It could probably hold 50.
50. Okay. Is Ayali got any questions?
Let's see. Let's see. Questions I should be asking.
So what?
If you're getting close enough to look at the barracks, they're probably going to shoot at you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I already did, so.
Oh no. Hawks have super keen eyesight though. He can
they do.
Pretty far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can be like a mile up and still see everything
No, they
in like
couldn't see
picture
in the
perfect
windows or
detail.
the size of the rooms or people in them.
Right. Well, there's yeah. I mean, it would be obviously a bird's eye view, but
He was looking for size.
I guess
people.
if he's trying to look in the windows and he'd have to
Okay,
get
so
close.
disadvantage because you're at range. They did not hit you, unless the 12 hits you.
No, at 13 as a hawk.
Okay, I miss you.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all the information I'm really going to be digging for. I think that's all we can safely do. So,
What do the guards look like?
They look like medium to large size humans. They all have livery on them with a bear on it. They're all armored.
Is there any sort of like other kind of design along with this bear?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright. Then I'll send a telepathic message to Israel saying that I think we've seen enough and we can get out of here.
And he heads back.
Alright.
Okay. There's not much else that you can see from the outside.
Gonna take a quick pass around over the buildings and stuff in the area of our inn, see if there's people watching it that I can see.
Make a perception check.
I'm also going to make that perception check as well because
25.
he knows he was followed
You
earlier.
actually do notice that there are 3 groups of people that seem to be loitering around outside of the manor that don't appear to be shopping or moving around. They just seem to be there like they're in a little clump. So there's like a group of 3 and one, and a group of 4 in another, and 2 guys in another. And they either look like they're just talking with each other facing the manor, or they're casing the place.
Interesting. Do I recognize any of them from the day before?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Oof. 12.
One of them looks familiar, but he's not wearing the same clothes, and he's a human. You've seen humans before.
Okay.
They all look alike.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bird-brained. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I am going to land in the alley and change back into the lizard. Go inside.
Okay.
I also land in the alley, change back into a cat, go inside.
A couple of people are like, wow, look at that. Did you see that? That guy just, that was a bird.
I gotta love astonishing the shit out of people. Can I roll a performance to make it look all graceful and shit?
Yes, you can.
Oh shit, I actually rolled high.
But you're all
17.
okay, so you come flying down, you do a loop-de-loop, and you spiral down, and then as you're turning, you turn into a cat, just spinning on your heels, and then bow, and then go inside.
Israel, you want some lunch?
Absolutely.
Okay. I walk inside and sit down in front of the fire and pull a cat out of my bag and put it on a stick and start cooking it.
You're kidding.
Would you prefer rats?
I'm a cat, so yes.
Okay, so I put a couple rats on a stick and start cooking those.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure that Bast would probably look unsatisfactorily on me eating my own kind, pretty much.
That's kind of a bad thing to be doing. Of course, it's not your kind, but I mean, it is a cat. And in the wild cats do eat other types of cats, but yeah.
After it's dead, it's just meat, man. It's just meat.
Anyway.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay. So I guess everybody gets back together in the evening.
I was just
wondering if like people were applauding after I did the whole graceful thing.
Well, those two people that were very startled to see you transform from a bird into a cat person, they wouldn't be applauding, but they were like, "Wow, did you see that?" Yeah.
Tulu was headed.
Moments I live for in D&D.
What, Tulu?
Tilly was headed for the Sildarian temple.
So you and Galindius and Victor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get into the temple. There are a couple of acolytes around. These, I'm not that familiar with Solarian, so give me a second here. Figure out what we're looking at. Is that a god that's described in the
Sildarian?
The Sildarian? No, the Sildarian is the elven pantheon.
And I
believe Waterdeep has a temple of the Sildarian, so it's the...
I'd have to go find that description, because I do have the deities and demi-humans. Hold on a second. Give me a second.
I guess after we got back, I would have told everybody that was there that the place is being watched by 3 groups of people.
That reference. Let me do a quick look up here. So Silvari or Sildar, or how do you spell that?
I'll drop it in chat.
I'll drop it in chat.
Oh, Seldarine, okay.
It looks like it's called
the Pantheon Temple of the Sildarian.
Amazingly enough, that is not in my demi-humans, deities, and demigods for favoring. Okay.
Well,
but it is in
the it's just
wiki, so I'll have you a description in a minute here. Oh, okay, so that's the whole pantheon. Okay, gotcha. So this is a very ornate inside of the temple. You'll see columns that are in graceful curves. There are several of the Pantheon figurines, and the acolytes are all very tall, graceful, and all of them look to be elves. And as you go in there is a young acolyte who comes up to you and says, "Welcome to the temple of the Seldarine. May we help you?"
I'm being hunted by the Lord of the Nine Hells.
I definitely think you need our help then. Let me talk to the High Elder, and we will see what we can do for you. And the young acolyte goes a little bit more hurried than usual over to one of the senior members, and you see them whispering and gesturing in your way, and the elder's eyes grow wide and his eyebrows go up, and he's like,
Can I wave?
Can I wave? I will take care of this. And he comes over to you and he says, I am Lord Belladane. You are being hunted by something of the hells?
No, by the Lord of the Hells, Asmodeus.
How do you know
So a friend of mine had her soul stolen by Asmodeus, and I've been trying to get it back, and I think I may have kind of ticked off Asmodeus.
I see. That's very concerning. I'm sure that we can provide you with at least protection against his detection. I think probably for about 100 gold pieces we can make you this house.
I'm sorry. Did anything go on concerning me because I just lost connection to the stream?
No, it's okay. We're just talking with people in the Elven Temple.
Okay, cool.
So I think we can make you this for 100 gold pieces. That's what it'll cost us to make this amulet for you.
I would appreciate it. And I can certainly pay you.
All right. Come back in 2 days and we will have the amulet for you.
Wait. Thank you very much. And I'll go ahead and give him. I'll give him 130 coins.
In the meantime, he will take a vial of oil, and he will put what looks like he's drawing a leaf on your forehead with the oil. And says that should protect you in the meantime.
Thank you very much. And thank you. And here's a little extra for the temple.
Thank you very much.
So I guess I'll look back at Victor and Galindius. Well, how about we head to the dockmaster and see if we can get some boats.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sounds good. Okay.
So we'll head that way.
Okay, so you're gonna try to catch one of the people that are watching you?
No, we're gonna try and buy boats. They impounded ships. Azra said they had 6 of them.
I thought so. Victor in the chat said to go try to catch one of those people. I was asking about that.
Well, we won't know about it until we get back to the tavern, and I think Lex wasn't going to tell us until we get back anyway. So that's for the future. Right now, we can focus on the boats and the dog.
So you go down to the harbor master, I assume.
Yep.
Okay, and the harbor master is in a large brick edifice, and he's he's got a mound of paperwork in front of him, and he looks up when you're escorted in. He says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I understand you have some boats taking up space in your harbor. I was looking to purchase them.
You're talking about the impounded ships?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure. If you're going to pull them out of impoundment, that'll cost 10,000 gold each. We currently have 6 ships in impoundment.
Do you mind if I look them over before I pay?
Be my guest.
Victor,
He has a set of keys to his second in command, and he says, "Go show them the boats." Yeah, the gypsy is one of them.
Victor, you know.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
The gypsy is one of them, Victor.
Okay. So the reason it's been impounded, it's just waiting to pay a fee? There's no other reason that the gypsy's impounded?
Well, it was impounded for smuggling, but they will, if you pay the 10,000 gold, they will allow it to come out of impound.
Okay.
That's the fine.
Victor, you know about boats. Can you help me check them over, make sure they're in good condition?
I certainly can. I don't pretend to know a lot, but certainly I suppose more than the common man. So yeah, Leo, I'll go take a look through them and.
Okay. All of them were pretty seaworthy. The ones that weren't seaworthy were being scavenged to repair other boats. So.
Okay.
The 6 that are in impound are seaworthy.
Okay.
There's actually 8 in there. 2 of them are being salvaged.
Okay. I would ask that we return the gypsy to its original owner. I owe the captain at least that much.
I'll nod knowingly in a I'll nod, but I'm sure he knows at this point that Dorian is the one who's really buying the ships.
Yeah, I was there. Or wait,
you weren't there, but I would have told you. It's not a secret. So I guess I'll go and tell them all by the boats.
Okay. Then he will have you sign several papers for each of the boats, and then he will tell the dock workers to go ahead and bring them out of impound and tie them up at the docks and get them ready for you.
And how long will it take to get them ready?
Probably about a 10-day.
10 day. That's perfect. Thank you. I guess from there we'll head back to the inn.
And this guy's looking at the gems that you pay him with, like, okay.
So we'll return to the inn.
Okay.
On the way there, I'll tell Victor that I'll talk to Dorian about the gypsy.
Okay. When you teleport?
That would be good. I know the captain of the gypsy, and he's a good man. I don't believe for a minute that any of the smuggling things we would have been made aware of that.
Yeah, you get the idea that they do that to ships that don't normally dock there.
Sure.
Those who haven't paid their protection fees.
Okay.
No, that's good information. I'll make sure to pass that along to Dorian.
Yeah, I was going to say we might want to do something about that corruption if we can, then, because that doesn't seem right.
No, there's a lot of corruption.
No, there's a lot of corruption in this city.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
You have not even
mean, just-
figured out the half of it yet.
I don't trust anyone.
I don't trust anyone in power.
If I did, I wouldn't have lied.
If I did, I wouldn't have lied to Vajra.
Okay, so you teleport back to where Dorian is?
Yeah, I'll teleport
Yeah,
there.
I'll teleport there
Give him back his...
and give him back his.
Does anyone
Huh?
go with you?
Does anyone want to go?
Does anyone want to go?
Where we're going?
At least one. Yeah, I'll go with you, because we should at least stick in groups of 2.
How about you,
How about you, Victor?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Dorian.
To Dorian.
No, I don't want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll teleport to Dorian.
So yeah, we'll teleport to Dorian.
Okay, so you teleport there. They are. You can hear the sounds of battle down the tunnel from where they're at. Sounds like people slamming shields and yelling and screaming at each other and dying.
Oh, I guess we should.
Oh, I guess we should get in there, Glindius.
Yep.
I'll draw my sword.
I'll draw my sword and head for the sounds of battle.
Yep.
Okay, well, as you get closer, well, where you were at is where the soulsmiths are, and a couple of them have come back from the fighting, and a couple of them.
I'm sorry.
Like they're,
My mic goes.
a couple of them are looking like they're using their powers to heal them, while a couple others go back up to the front, and I guess you will probably accompany them. And as you get to the front, you see Dorian in the front line, and he is like, he's anchoring the front line pretty much and just wailing away at the enemies as they're coming down the tunnel. It looks like there's a troop of drow that are attacking them. And they're pretty close to... there's only like a few of the drow left, and after they see even more reinforcements coming back to the front, they kind of fade back into the blackness as you make your way to the front line. And then,
Okay.
Dorian
We scared him off.
We scared him off, Glindius. Good work.
That's it, man. They saw you coming. That was it. They ran. Oh. And take a breather, lads. Tulu, what can we do for you?
I've come to
return what's left of your gold.
Good, thank you. I assume you were...
It cost about 60,000.
So you did get the ships?
I got 6 ships.
I got 6 ships. Should be enough to carry 1 or 200 people.
I'll give him
the paperwork he needs, like
name of
the ship and
whatever
proof of ownership that I'm sure he needs to be able to use them, that kind of thing.
He takes a look at them and says, Harakuli, you know, and he hands her the paperwork.
They should be ready in about a 10-day.
Good. So, will they be ready to sail shortly thereafter?
You'll need to
buy supplies and things, but the ships look to be in pretty good condition.
All right. How coolly can we spare the people to go outfit the ships? Yeah, I think we can do that. It'll take us a couple of days, but I think we can get them ready to sail. At least 2 or 3 days after we are able to get them. Good, and then have everyone get ready to move to the tunnel.
And Dorian, in order to get the ships, I claim that they were for trading purposes. So when they come back, if it's possible to get a few trade goods and charters coming to Waterdeep just to keep up appearances.
Aye.
And
I should warn you that the guards do tend to impound ships that don't pay the non-standard fees they impose.
I understand that. We can take care of that.
All right.
And as you look down the tunnel, there's
And,
like a slew of bodies down the tunnel.
Indeed.
One other thing,
the gypsy,
one of the ships in there
belonged to a good and honest trader. The ship was impounded because he couldn't afford the fees. If possible, once you're done with it, if you could return it, I'm sure the man would be very
Well,
grateful.
we will need people to sail these ships. Most of my people do not sail. So if they would be willing
I
to
understand.
land the ships, then they would be welcome to have them when we're finished.
I am sure that
he will. I'll give him the name. I'm sure that Victor would have told it to me.
Yeah, if even I knew who it was, I would have told you who it is. So that's not something that we've, I don't think that's something that we've fleshed out yet, but whatever the captain's name is, yeah, I would have given it to you.
I'll write it down. Or you can send it to me.
Go for it, Victor. It's your backstory.
Or you can just send it to me.
Well, the sailing is just actually part of just kind of a bit of a footnote for my backstory. I don't think I made up the. I'll double check. I might have.
Yeah, I don't think we went that far.
Regardless, we understand.
Dorian has the name.
Captain,
But if you need anything else, feel free to reach out.
no name. Or Captain TBD.
I think that's actually what Nemo means. Like, Nemo means no name.
Captain TBD.
Perfect. Anyway, I'll excuse myself and say that I have to prepare for a dinner party tomorrow, and we'll see him in the future.
Understood. Thank you very much. We are again in your debt.
And I'll
teleport back
to the end.
Okay.
Alrighty, everybody back together in the end. So,
Nice, Darren.
So I'm sure, I assume you guys are all sharing your experiences of the day with each other.
Yep.
So have you guys made any decisions on what you are going to do? I assume that you're going to go see the Castle Lanterns, but what's in other words, what do you want me to prepare for you guys for next time?
I guess we'll
start with the Castle Lanterns. I think that's the plan.
We'll deal with the tower.
The tower afterward.
Yep. And
I want to try to
get it.
Go ahead.
I want to try to get my hands on some of those people following us.
That's what I was going to say too.
Okay.
So,
So how about we still got a little time. How about we set up a trap?
You go ahead and do
So
that.
what we can do is
we'll have
the
large part of the group. We'll all go out together. We'll split up.
and once we're sure
We're not being followed. Those that aren't being followed will head to some part of town that you can get away with, interrogating people in the streets and wait hidden for someone who is being followed to walk through.
Well,
I got polymorph as a known spell, so we can capture anybody we want and polymorph them and bring them back to the inn and then interrogate them in the inn. We don't have to interrogate them in the
And
street.
you could probably take them to the
And
basement.
and those of us with wild shape could leave unseen.
That's assuming they don't resist polymorph.
That's true.
But either way, they get 10 minutes of air in a bag of holding.
Turn them into a cricket. Just hold it in your hand. Don't crush.
He's saying
if they resist the polymorph, it fails. We can't use it. But
How are we gonna set the trap?
Well, we know they're watching
us right now.
So
even if we had,
We know they follow us.
yeah. So even if we had a couple of you leave, our group of you leave, and a couple of us stay, the two druids stay, we can come up on them from behind and capture the one that's following you guys.
That's not a bad plan. We'll leave in pairs of two, and then take the same route. Like we all head down down to the docks. 5 minutes apart. Or 2 minutes apart. 1 minute apart, and should be able to catch someone following us.
Okay. All right. So who is acting as bait, and who are going to be the ambushers?
I'll act as bait. I've got a way to get out if I have to. I've still got one more teleport left on my lodestone.
And
invisibility as a spell. So
yeah, I've used one of my polymorph spells already today. So I only get one shot at it. Israel, do you have polymorph in your spell list?
I don't think so. I'd have to prepare it.
Okay. But we can try it. If it doesn't work, we can shove them in the bag of holding and rush back to the tavern. Try to keep within 10 minutes of there. Well, 10 minutes flying should be close enough.
Right. What level is it?
Level 4. Level 4.
Who's gonna be bait with me? You better go out in a pair.
I'll be bait.
Okay.
You sure, Victor?
Actually, I don't know. After that last
I'd have to exchange my second, fourth level spell slot, but I can do it.
Victor does okay in these kinds of situations. It's when he's alone or when during downtime is when it really flares up and he has a hard time dealing with stuff. But
Okay.
Right. Well, if everyone's ready, Victor and I will head for the docks.
Okay, so who is going out? So I guess Cody and Isael, or Lexi and Isael, are going shape shifting and going somewhere ahead of them.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak out and turn into like. I assume we can use the balcony, get up onto the upper level, turn into birds, and then fly out through the balcony. If we stay low enough, they can't see that's where we're coming from.
Yes.
And then we'll just circle around and watch for Tilu and Victor.
Okay, Tilu and Victor, as you get out of the alley, roll perception.
11.
Okay, so Victor's got an 18. You do notice that two of the guys that were standing in the group of 4 break off, and they nod to some of the other guys and some of the other groups, and they take slowly and cautiously let them have about 50 yards lead, and then they start following them.
So we have multiple groups following us?
So there's two following us? Is that what you're trying to
There are 2 guys
say?
following you. But it looks like from what the signals they made to the other groups, all groups are in the same group.
Okay. You mean all 3 of those groups are actually the same group?
They are in cahoots somehow because they're making signals to each other.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, this just got interesting. I'll say to Tilu.
Dude, I was threatened by the Lord of Hell today. It's been interesting since like 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Just like Beggars Canyon back home, right?
You came from a strange home.
Only you're the womp rat.
Yeah, and I chose a hawk form, by the way.
I also chose hawk form.
Okay, so Lexi and Isael also roll a perception check.
Maybe we get advantage as Hawks for perception checks.
On visual.
19.
24.
24.
You notice the same thing Victor noticed.
20.
20.
You also notice the same thing Victor noticed. That two of the guys signaled to the other two groups and followed them down about 50 yards behind them.
Mm.
What are Glendius and
Glal doing?
And Caldor?
And Caldor, for that matter.
Caldor is sleeping.
All soaking.
Glal's drowning his troubles in a pint of beer in the back of the tavern.
Nah, he's burning fire. Making many
Doing fireballs.
just fires in the fire pit where he's allowed to make fire.
Oh, good.
We can help
Riding
out later.
in the flames. Well, I guess now we've decided if we're going to commit to this.
Okay.
Not a bite.
As you
Oh.
guys are walking down the streets, where you're at right now is pretty, there's a lot of people on the streets. It's populated. As you get closer to the transition between the North Ward and the Castle Ward, there seems to be even more people. And these guys still, they close in a little bit closer so they can keep an eye on you, so that you don't slip into the crowd. And Lexi and Isael, you see them get a little closer to them, but they're still not getting close enough to attack or anything. They're just, because of the amount of people in the streets, they're trying to get closer so that they don't lose them. And as you get from the Castle Ward down to the Dock Ward, the crowds start to thin out. And the guys move a little further back as they're watching. And then when you're getting close to some of the alleys that go close to like Fish Street, they start closing in again, but there's not that many people around.
Mm.
Would like to
telepathically tell Victor to for him and Tulu to duck into an alley. Obviously, turn into an alley. That way they can get somewhere where they aren't being watched by the throng of people.
Yes, we'll keep an eye out for something like that. See what we can find. Or yeah. Plan.
Okay, the first one that you come to would be the Black Wagon Alley. That's off of Book Street to the north of Candle Lane. This narrow way leads to a warren of houses of the poor, including some that may be disreputable. There does not appear to be any city watch there.
That was actually my next question. Do we see any guards?
No, but
You should know this area.
You should know this area pretty
it
well.
looks like there is a black wagon that is moving slowly and silently up the alley.
Towards us?
With no horses or driver.
Gnomes.
Is this something that we should be alarmed about or be concerned about, or is this business? 18.
Seeing this from a
Okay, the wagon is
seeing this
semi-translucent. You can kind of see through it.
Do we see anything on the other side of it, or anything inside it that might cause us alarm?
Only that there is an aura of dread about it.
Would I know what this is?
Would I know what this is, being a cleric?
Roll a religion check.
21.
This is a ghostly apparition.
Okay.
Like something is haunting this alleyway.
Does it take up the whole street or just part of the street?
Part of the street.
Or part of the alley?
And it,
Sorry, you broke.
just part of the street. As it approaches you, it suddenly disappears.
I look at Salu, be like, well, that was weird.
Threatened by the
Lord of Hell. How do you not get this?
Your problems are beneath me, mortals. You short-lived races think everything is...
So the people following you have taken the bait, but as soon as they see the coach, they stop dead in their tracks. And look at each other, look at you, look at each other. When the coach disappears, they kind of shake it off a little bit, and then they start running for you guys with weapons drawn.
Draw sword.
That sounds like our cue.
Yeah.
I want to quietly land behind them. How far of a gap is there between us and them and our allies?
Let's set them up. There's Toulouse. There's Victor. Victor. Sale. You guys are here. And you got 2 thugs.
Because of how epic that one moment was, I decided I had to share it on a site where on a place where D&D stories are like read aloud on YouTube.
All right, you guys are kind of flying. Can you see all that?
Yeah.
So, Isael, of course, you're flying here. Lexi there. These guys are about 30 feet behind you now, as they've drawn their weapons and they're charging. Go ahead and roll initiative.
13.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me get the initiative counter out. Anyone 25 or up, or 20 to 25?
21.
21.
Lexi 21.
Lexi 21.
Tulu 20.
Tulu 20.
Victor 19.
Victor 19.
Victor. Okay, 15 to 20. James, what'd you roll?
13.
And let me roll what they're got.
Ow.
All right. So Lexi, what are you doing?
Let's see. I want to land little ways behind them.
How far?
Let's see. Is there like a crate or something like that I can land behind and hide behind?
Okay, let's land there.
Okay, let's land there.
and then
drop the wild shape as a bonus action. And let's see, because there's two of them, I'm going to, I guess, look out and cast hold person at third level. That should affect both of them. So a 16 wisdom save.
Alright.
Where was Galindius?
I think he's back at the end.
I stayed back at the.
It looks like they
Banners.
so DC 13?
16.
16.
Okay, they both failed.
Okay.
That was asleep, you said?
No.
No.
Oh,
Hold person,
okay,
they're
so
just
they
paralyzed.
Are paralyzed, both of them.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's my turn.
Alright, Tulu.
I'll walk up to him.
I'll walk up to them and take their weapons.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
He's the paralyzed opponent.
He's the paralyzed opponent.
Yeah,
How hard is
they
this going to
still
be?
have good grip on their weapons.
Is this athletics?
Is this athletics or just straight strength?
Either. Whatever's better for you.
Let's see, it's
17.
17.
Oh, you take their weapons.
Cool. I'll put it in my bag of holding.
I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Get really wide as you do that.
And I'll just
shout over casually at Victor. It's like, so, which one are we saving and which one are we getting?
Okay.
That's my turn.
I
I want to look around and see if there's anybody else waiting to ambush us or surprise us.
You don't see anybody, but go ahead and make a perception check.
14.
14.
There does not appear to be any other people in the alley.
Okay.
How wide is this alley?
How wide is this alley?
It's about 10 feet wide.
Okay. I will walk up to them.
I'll get in melee.
I'll walk up to right next to Baloo.
And I'll just be like,
I think we should leave that up to them. First one to talk lives.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I like it.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, Isael.
I'm going to fly behind something and transform, dropping my wild shape. Let's see. And I'm going to, I think, hold my action for now because I'm waiting for the results of their decision.
Okay.
What kind of an action?
What kind of an action are you holding and what's the trigger?
I am holding, let's see. I'm going to hold Erupting Earth.
Okay, and what's the trigger?
They give me a target. Tulu and them give me a target.
Okay. Okay, so it's their turn. They looking at each other and they can't move. one on the left fails, and the one on the right fails. So neither one of them say anything or move. Alexi.
I'm gonna walk up behind him and recommend that we tie them up, and then we can drop the whole person, and we can teleport them both back.
I have the slave shackles and collars, 2 of them, so I shackle them with the slave shackles that we got, and I guess I'll use my last teleport for the day to get us back to the inn.
Okay.
I got rid of all those slave shackles.
So this is going to take them right into the center of the inn.
Well, that
wasn't well thought through.
So you bamf into the tavern, and everybody looks at you guys. This is right during a high time, and you've got 2 guys in shackles that aren't moving, and everybody's looking at you like, "What the?"
Wow, Victor, that was a lot of fun. We should try that acting class again next time. You know, we should go into the other room and practice some more.
I agree.
With our, classmates.
Boy, you 2 really got into it this time.
I'm waiting for the words, make a deception check.
Do you want deception?
So, how long so I assume that's round 3. This whole person's going to last a minute, right?
It lasts.
Concentration up to a minute.
Okay, so they'll make another save check here, and then you can probably pick them up and take them downstairs if they fail.
They're also wearing those psionic slave collars.
They can't move.
Yeah.
If that's going to prevent them from speaking unless we allow them and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll drop the whole person so they can move.
Okay. Well, you have to tell them what to do.
Come on, guys,
let's go down to the basement.
Okay. They don't know where the basement is, so you'll have to show them.
Yeah. I'll guide them.
Okay. So you get them down into the cellar where people are still kind of looking at you funny, but they shrug and go back to what they're doing. So you guys...
Yay, we didn't have to roll a deception check.
Well, they're kind of used to strange things happening here.
Yeah.
We do have
automatons sitting out front.
No, they're in the warehouse.
Oh, they're in the warehouse. That's right.
But they're used to you guys bamfing in and out and doing weird things. So
we should probably
move that thing out of the main room.
The only room big enough to hold all the people that we can teleport in. Maybe upstairs. See if we can open up an area upstairs.
Okay.
I said what we need to do is we need to do like a slide, from the upstairs down into the basement.
There you go.
Or make a teleport ring.
Or maybe we can move it to the warehouse. Or just like
make a room big enough for teleport into.
Yeah, I think making a room big enough. We'll talk to the construction or the Innkeepers Guild and see if they can help us with the remodel.
Yeah, stick your door out so they can't find it.
Well,
anyway.
As you're down there, make another perception check.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Okay. I assume that was you,
11.
Devin, that rolled a nat 20?
Yeah.
As you guys bamf down there, the wind kind of catches that tapestry that was put on the wall, and you think you see the outlines of a door behind it.
I'll keep that to myself for now until we deal with the...
Okay.
I don't really want to go and open up a secret door in front of our prisoners.
All right, so I'm going to have to take a potty break for a couple minutes here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Get good.
Think about what you guys are gonna say to them and how you're gonna question them.
Yeah, I was gonna use the
polymorph, but with there being two of them, didn't know how to stop them from causing us trouble otherwise, so.
Lovely thing about having all several screens around me is I can play Xbox and do all this crap at the same time.
So what kind of questions do we want to ask them? Other than the obvious, who do you work for? Yeah.
Burn them?
Well, you can ask, but I'm pretty sure they're going to say no.
They might accept it.
They might. You should see if you can recruit them into your fire minions. And all their buddies upstairs.
I suppose we could. They're not very good minions, though. They failed catching.
Yeah, they just need some training.
It might be a good idea. Maybe they're disgruntled and need a little motivation to switch sides.
Yeah, company picnic. Yep. I'm thinking once we had our prisoners downstairs, we would have thrown a bag over their head, and before we brought them into the inner cellar, so they don't see the door.
Probably.
But anyway, I'm thinking with the Zentarum problem, it's definitely a matter of show them that you can earn money, show them that you have a little power and influence, and show them that you're actively working with the group rather than kind of expecting them to run by themselves off to the side, and people will probably start coming back.
Does that sound reasonable?
Does that sound reasonable, Glau?
Alright, I'm back.
Is Glau still with us?
Is Glau still with us? Patrick?
Son of a bitch.
He just asked me to burn him, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think first thing is we want to know is who they work for and why are they following us.
And we were talking about before we brought them into the inner cellar, we would have put hoods over their heads so they didn't see the entrance.
We could have just told them to close their eyes and they would have had to listen.
True.
But, okay, so, have you made any, searches of them or anything?
No, we were waiting for you to get back. Yeah, I'd go ahead and search them, just make sure they don't have anything.
So you find a couple daggers on them each, and one of them actually has a living snake up his sleeve. And as you roll his sleeve up to take a look, it hisses at you and unfolds wings and starts flying around the chamber.
I will. I got. Druids. Handle that.
Animal friendship.
There you go.
Okay. Roll. Is that for the creature to make a saving throw, or for you?
It's for the creature to make a saving throw. Wisdom DC 15. Unless it's under. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. So what is its intelligence score?
Hopefully 1, 2, or 3.
Mm-hmm. That would be its modifier, not its score. You're right, sorry.
No, it's a little bit more intelligent than the average flying snake. Well, flying snakes. They actually they have the IQ a little higher than why is this taking so long? Okay. It failed.
I'm being attacked.
It failed.
Yeah. Does it have an intelligence of 4 or higher? Okay, then that doesn't work.
I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I can speak with animals naturally. You don't need it.
Okay.
I try to tell it to calm down and tell it we mean no harm.
All right. It kind of stops in its panic fluttering and kind of cocks its head a little bit and looks at you. You get a picture of it waiting for a thing to be tied to it.
I tell it
that we're not going to want it to do that. That we're not going to do that to it.
Okay. You get the feeling it kind of gives you the feeling that that's its purpose.
That's
its purpose, to be tied to something.
To have a piece of paper tied to it, and then it's supposed to go somewhere.
Oh, so it's a messenger.
Oh, so it's a messenger.
Yes.
Well, I tell it we
always could use a courier around, and it would probably make our expenses in sending letters a lot less.
It gives you a picture of its master.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yay. What does it look like?
It looks like a guy that's got a black snake tattoo on his neck and very piercing gaze, black hair, wearing leathers.
So this isn't
Yeah, we've seen this guy before.
Yep.
This is that swashbuckler, isn't it?
Unless he's describing this to us, we'd have no idea what's going on.
That's right.
I described this to him, to them.
Lexi has not seen this guy before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Have we seen the Zentarum use these yet?
Victor, you have not.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to control all this.
Victor and Lexi haven't seen it.
I couldn't remember if Victor had seen this or not before.
Lou has.
I'm drawing a blank. I described this guy out loud, so whoever is within earshot can hear what I'm describing.
The Zentarum use, to Lou, just this for you. The Zentarum use these things as basically like homing pigeons.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
So this is a Brigand Day Earth.
No,
assassin.
it's a Zentarum assassin.
Zentarum assassin.
Yes.
Is it Manchun?
Is it Manchun?
I'll ask
Our prisoners. Is that Manchun?
No.
Or who is that?
Or who is that?
Who is it?
Who is it?
That is our squad commander.
Well,
we don't have any messages.
we don't have any messages to send at the moment. I guess I'll tell that to Isael.
Might as well tell it to stand down.
Might as well tell it to stand
tell
down.
this to the creature.
Okay, it flies out. It tries to find a way out.
Tell it to rest on your arm.
Tell it to rest on your arm or something until you have a message.
That way it doesn't try to leave.
That way it doesn't try to leave.
I tell this to it.
Okay. It sends fear to you.
It
sends fear to me.
Yeah,
It's afraid of you.
It's afraid of you.
I tell it
that I'm not going to harm it, and that it looks very cute.
It still seems afraid of you.
I pull a rat out of my bag and offer it to the snake.
Oh, the snake flies a little closer and very gingerly takes the rat from you and flies to the corner and starts to wolf it down. Like a snake will.
Yeah.
Opens its jaws up and starts to
I pull out another one.
I pull out another one and show it to the snake.
It can only take one. It's not a very big snake.
So Isael is now very much against these people.
Alright.
I'd say that probably counts as a new enemy in his book, so...
Can we
try to convince it that we're friendly to it and see if we can convince it to be our snake instead of the other guy's snake?
You're on your way. Feeding it was good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it there for now and let it do its thing.
We'll come back to
Ow,
it.
mother...
After,
Anyway, I guess.
it'll take about 20 minutes
Go ahead.
for it to get that rat down, and once it does, it'll curl up and sleep somewhere. Probably on Lexi, because Lexi fed it.
Anyway, I guess
we'll talk to the prisoners.
why are you following us?
Why are you following us?
Orders.
Mm-hmm.
From who?
From who?
From the guy that you described to us.
What does he want?
What does he want? What are your orders exactly?
Separate. If we can take you. Find the stone.
Where do we
find him?
Colette Towers.
How do you get in?
How do you get in?
Gotta have stone.
I'll search them for
a stone.
They do not appear to have anything particular.
How do
you get in?
I have to talk to my commander, and he gets us in.
Sounds like we need to lure their commander and find the commander so we can get the stone to get into the tower.
Where's your commander?
Where's your commander?
He's still watching the tavern.
Which group is he with?
He was in my group, but we left to follow you. These guys look like they're fighting every word that they're saying to you, but they have to say it because they're being compelled by the coward.
Where the hell did you get
Where the hell did you get these?
All of the pretty handy devices.
When does the shift
When does the shift change?
20 minutes.
Where do
you guys go when your shift ends?
To the tunnel.
What tunnel?
What tunnel?
Where our hideout is.
Ooh.
Stop fighting
and answer the questions plainly.
How do you get to the?
How do you get to the?
Go
ahead.
In the old mansion.
What's its address?
What's its address?
Docks District, Fish Street, abandoned torrid mansion.
What is
security like at the mansion?
Lots of people there that watch across the street, in the alley, from the top.
How
are you supposed to bring the people, those of us you capture?
Where are you supposed to bring us?
Where are you supposed to bring us?
To the warehouse.
How are you supposed to
bring us there? Is there a specific route you're supposed to take?
Usually through the alley.
Are there
any passwords we would need to get in?
No. You just need to show the tattoo.
What about?
Just need the tattoo.
Just need a tattoo.
Look at
Victor. Does that sound like something you could fake with that fancy disguise kit you got?
Absolutely, I could. If these guys have these tattoos on them, I could certainly copy that. Also, I'm proficient with forgery kits as well, so I think between those two, I'd have enough of artistic ability to be able to forge that.
I think we could probably sneak in if we, disguise a couple people like these guys and march a couple of us in there like that.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. If we can find a way to either hide those collars or make those collars look like some kind of decoration, we could have them lead us there or take us there while pretending to be their captives.
Yeah, or we could just fake it ourselves.
Yeah.
Take their gun. We don't need them.
Yeah, then we don't have to worry about them giving us away somehow.
We can leave him here under Lazarus' care. Turn him over to the city guard when we're done.
I think that's a good plan. Galindius, what do you think?
Well, we could still use them possibly. I mean, if they're under our control with the collars on, we could disguise them as us and disguise ourselves as them.
I like it.
Good plan.
Yeah,
What about me? What about Isael? What's he doing?
Wild shape.
I say
wild shape into something small and go in our pockets.
I
say we do this because we have to be at the Castle Liners tomorrow night. So
we probably should do this.
Tonight.
Yeah, well,
we have to do it tonight. Otherwise, they're gonna know these guys didn't show back up.
So we do this tonight as soon as it gets dark.
No, we have to do it now. They got 20 minutes till their shift change. They're gonna know something's up if we don't.
They think they're following us somewhere. They have no idea where they are, what happened to them.
Yeah, but if they don't report in, they got the snake to report in.
We should probably do it now. Well, how do we get out of here? They're watching the front.
We have a sewer entrance.
That's true.
All right.
I guess we should load up, grab whatever we need, and
get on our way.
I'll go get Glal. He'll be happy to know that we're about to go burn some people.
Tell him that we're going after the Zentarum that have been stealing his people. It might be a good show.
He'll be happy to know he can make some examples of those traitors.
And we might also
be able to get some loot and stuff to help pay for his people.
Yeah. Are there any traps or anything we need to know about before we walk in there? Or we would want to know about?
You're asking the guys?
Yeah, them.
Only that if you do not use the password, the other Zentarum will attack you.
What's the password?
I already asked them for a password once.
Yeah, but you didn't ask him specifically password for what.
We have to be very direct, because otherwise they'll try to find a way to twist it.
Let's try this. If you don't tell us exactly what you know we're asking, we will kill you.
Lex here will eat your fingers.
I pick up his hand
and eye the fingers hungrily.
The password is number 6.
Number 6.
Is that the real password?
For what you're asking me, yes.
Right.
Is that what you needed to know, Aaliyah, what we needed to prepare for next time?
Are we good to end?
Are we good to end here?
I think this is a good spot as any. Unless there's anything else that anybody wants to add or do.
Nope, think we're good.
All right.
I got a headache.
No.
Sorry about that.
All right. So we know where we're picking up in 2 weeks.
All right, cool.
Perfect.
Yay!
All right, y'all have a great night.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but that
time when I did the whole loop de loop into spinning on my heels thing, that was my favorite moment out of the session.
Yep, that was a style point.
Achievement unlocked. Like a boss.
Jump off. I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
See ya, bye.
Thanks, Leah.
Take care. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thanks, Mom, for having me play again.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, it's fun.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Got a lot of role playing done tonight.
All right.
Good change.
It was a good change.
I'll talk to you probably in a couple of days.
All right. Love you, son.
All right, love you too.
All right, love you too. Bye-bye.
Turn off the camera.